of the year. Today happens to be the 22nd of November 2025. We are gradually crawling to the end of the year. It has been good. God has been good throughout the year. From January up to November, He has taken care of us. Through thick and thin, we are still alive, kicking. Those that believe in God, those that doesn't believe in God, they believe in their instincts. They believe that there is no God. At the end of the day, something superior has taken care of us, and we are still alive, kicking. It has been good. This is Radio Top Africa. We are streaming live on all our media platforms. On Facebook is Radio Top Africa. On TikTok is Radio Top Africa. And on YouTube is Radio Top Africa. Don't forget that we are also on X. It's Radio Top Africa. You can follow us on all those media platforms. And trust me, you are going to enjoy goodies. Today happens to be our last breakfast show for 2025. And we are on topical issues. I'm here with a very strong team. We are going to be political, not political. We are going to be straightforward. We are going to be discuss issues. As it is, we are young men who believes in Ghana, who believes that we can do well, who believes that that country we call Ghana is our motherland. You see, I love the song that says that God bless our homeland Ghana and make us great and strong, bold to defend. So we have to defend our mother Ghana wherever we are, whether in the diaspora, whether in Ghana, whether outside, wherever, we have to defend our motherland. So we are here to talk about Ghana. We are here to defend our motherland. We are here to talk about where we live now, Germany, and we are here to talk about Africa. Africa can do better. We can do better. We can do better. When we have good leaders, we can. I still remain your servant, Otabel Jr., and I'm here with Kofi Usu. He's a regular panelist. He's been with us throughout the year. He talks basically for NPP, and that is a fact. He believes in the Dankwa Dombo Buzia tradition, and he believes that they are the best. That is his belief. You might have a different belief. I'm also here with Scarecrow. Scarecrow is a historian, a philanthropist, a teacher. He talks basically about Africa. He talks about Ghana. He's so passionate about Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. I mean, he once said that when he talks about Kwame Nkrumah, he has goosebumps all over his body. That tells you how passionate Scarecrow is about Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And also Osei Kofi, I don't know if he's an ex-policeman or he's still a policeman. So I call him a security expert. He's an expert in security. He talks much about security. He loves Ghana. He's so passionate about Ghana, and he's also passionate about is it Dr. Baumia? Or Kennedy Japan? I'm sorry. Never cry. He's so passionate about Honorable Kennedy in Japan. So he also talks for him here in Hamburg. He does shows every Thursday for Honorable Kennedy Japan. So these are the panel that I'm going to deal with today. And we are being produced by the number uno producer in Hamburg, Johnny Amwako numero uno. He produces it, and this is made possible by we'll get you the sponsors and Action Ments. Good. We are produced by Action Ments. They sponsor us. Action Ments is sponsoring this program, and it's going to be fireworks. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we are seated and that we are going to do it as we used to. We are going to be straightforward, and we are not going to favor anybody. Good afternoon, gentlemen. It has been a hectic year, and gradually the year is coming to an end. And let me start from, let's round up the year. What are some of the things that you've noticed in the year, in the political landscape, both in Germany, in Ghana, in Africa? What are some of the positives, the negatives throughout the year from January to now, the things that you've noticed?
Thank you, Mr. Otabel, and Good afternoon to our cherished viewers and listeners. 2025 so far has been good. As time goes on, things are getting better. And then I think to your question, going back to Mother Africa, you could see um, the dynamics in our Ghanaian politics is changing. It's not the usual I love a political party and that whatever the party does, people keep, especially I'm talking for the youth. The youth stay visited to one political party. The trend is changing. People now believe that it should be about works, it should be about action, and that the normal previous years and that our Asante region and being Ashantis, there was that mindset that our parents believe we are Ashantis and that we were born to join NPP automatically. It's no more this time. But people feel it's about time we ask for development. It's about political party. And day in, day out, I think it is inculcating into the youth. The ordinary youth is coming to understand that this is what we should be advocating for and it's working. And I think day in, day out is helping us. So it's quite very, very laudable as time goes on. If it continues like that, I have that confidence that other people will be able to do it and we will get back to the starting quite more. And to talk about Germany, yeah, I think the people, the Germans also still, even though the CDU implementing one of those stuff, hoping things get better. That is all that we are wishing for. So that's all I have for now.
Right. So what are these? Those are, let's take it. Those are the pluses. Those are the pluses of 2025. What are some of the negatives? Like this current NDC government. What are some of the negatives that you have noticed that you think that if they do right, it would have turned things around?
Yeah, personally, I think one of the core reasons why the NDC government was brought into office was they being able to prosecute um, past government. But I felt so bad as to when they came into office that the Attorney General was able to do away with pending cases of the NDC members, and that focus on physics, focus on the MPP members. I personally thought if we were fighting for Mother Ghana, it shouldn't be about political affiliation. It should be about what we can do. For that, I felt very, very disappointed. I think after one or two conversations, someone wanted to explain to me that because it has taken like 7 8 years to know, and nobody, if there was any substantive evidence to the claim they were being charged, and things would have like they would have been prosecuted. But I think in all, we want justice. It shouldn't be about a party in office or a party not in office. Anybody involved in crime to be brought to book. That is what I think it was not done for me. But I think so far so good, things are on track. But then when it comes to the fight against guarantee, I think the government is doing well but still not doing well. In the sense that the government has all the veto power to do whatever it's supposed to do to seize guarantee as it stands now. But there are still elements working under this government that they are highly politically affiliated, and that is it makes it look like they have an agenda. As to when my party is in power, there are some one or two people we always massage their issues for them, and that keeps on going on. So I'm disappointed, but I think I still feel things will get better with the fight against guarantee.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for those submissions. Let me come to you quickly. So throughout the year from January to now, I think this government has been doing its own. There have been pluses and minuses. Let's be objective as we do our submissions. And aside that, let's also look at Africa as an entity, whether we've been doing well, our leaders have been doing well or not. So throughout the year, I just want to give you a roundup. I just want to give us a roundup of the way you see the political landscape. Terry.
Okay, so before I begin my submission, I really want to say very big thank you to one nice gentleman, Mr. Desmond Zombedi, who is the chief director of this noble institute, whose efforts and his actions has given us the opportunity to sit here and elucidate our thoughts and our views on political issues ranging from social, political, geopolitics, all the social issues, everything, and theology to geology, and the issues affected by it. So, wherever he is, Mr. Desmond John Benny, we say a very big thank you to you for giving us the opportunity to actually share our views. What about Junior? One of the things that I would see is that 2025, like every year, has its ups and then downs. But for me, the major twist that I would say is that, especially with regards to the African continent, is that gradually there seems to be a shift, or there seems to be a change in paradigm, that most of the African communities are being undemocratic. Like, people actually want to hold on to power for that particular long time. And then I think that is something that as a continent we should actually look at. I think as a continent we should be mindful of the things that we are doing, the things that we want to show posterity, the things that we want to show the future generation of our continent. And our leaders should actually, they should actually put in much effort to create a sustainable future for the continent. Because if you look at the world population statistics, and then you realize that Africa has the most youthful population, so it means that we have a continent with so much potential, but then leadership is actually failing us on the continent. So the onus is on our leaders to actually create a future that is sustainable for us, and then the posterity that will come after us, or the progenitors that will come after us. And then in our dear country, Ghana, it's been 11 months since this NDC government was voted into power. And yes, I can't say it's all been gloomy and dark, no. I don't want to be a prophet of doom, and I'm not a prophet of doom. They've have their ups and then have their downs. I think with the ups, something has to do with the stabilization of the Ghanaian cedi as against the dollar. That is something that I will give them a plus for. I think they are really doing well. But on the other side too, what I want to say is that the stabilization of the cedi should translate into economic fortunes. If the dollar is stable and then the prices of goods and services are not being reduced for the ordinary citizen, I don't see I don't see its benefits. And on the other side too, with the coons, I think that the fight against Galamsey has actually been it has not been swift. You understand? With all the vehemence opposition that we saw when they were in power, from people like Sam George, from people like Okujoto Ablakwa, from these various opposition members who are now occupying big government positions, and then all of a sudden all of them are silent. You understand? So I think that for me, I've always said it time and again that Galamsey is an existential crisis, and for as a country we shouldn't politicize it, because the kidney failures, the liver failures, it knows no political parties, it knows no political political boundaries, whether you're on the left, whether you're on the right, whether you're NPP, whether you're in this, it knows nothing of that sort. So what I want the government, or what I want people to understand, is that we should come together as a people and actually eliminate this existential crisis, regardless of your political affiliation. Galamsey is a political crisis. If you take a critical look at Central Region right now, they're not even getting potable water to drink. So if we continue to wear political spectacle to look at this problem, we are going to suffer as a nation in the near future. And on the German level, I think this year has been a rough year for the SPD, when they had to call in the snap elections where Olaf Scholz lost the election as the German Chancellor, and then the darling boy of the center-right, Friedrich Merz, was actually voted into power as the next Chancellor of the Bundesrepublik. He has not been in power for that long, but I think he has actually made some bold statements that he's trying to send a signal to the people that, look, you shouldn't, it is predicted that in the next election, the far right, the darling girl of the far right, Alice Weidel and his opportunity for Deutschland, might actually win the election. That is the prediction of the Associated Press. So what Friedrich Merz is trying to do is that he's trying to send a bold signal to the German people that, look, you shouldn't fall to the alt-right. Whatever it is that they can do, we also can do it. We in the CDU can actually do it. So I think that is it. And then on the matters of the economy, I don't think the party is really performing well. The German economic growth rate is still within the minus, from the minus to the positives, but then they are still faring out. And in terms of infrastructure, I think his government, the government or the Bundestag has actually presented a budget to the German Bundestag are waiting for approval. So overall, I think it's been like in a year, has its highs and its downs. But then overall in our country too, for this year, we've lost a lot of people. The lives of Nana Kunodu Jaman Rollins, the lives of Jason Tehiman and Efia Kobe, the lives of Daddy Lumba, our legends, and then that sad helicopter crash that took the lives of our vulnerable ministers. So I think overall it has its highs and downs, but then in the general public of the eye, for me it has been good.
All right, thank you very much. Kofi, who speaks for the New Patriotic Party. Scarecrow is a historian, he's a politician, he's an activist, he's an advocate, he loves Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So, Scarecrow, what has been your take on the political year this year through Ghana, through Africa, and through Europe? There are ups and our downs as a nation, as a continent, and in the world at large. What is your take?
Okay. For me, I want to start from Africa first.
Okay.
I think if you look at what is happening across the continent of Africa, it's not good this year. It's not good at all because if you watch the elections in Cameroon and also in Tanzania and the killings in Nigeria, Sudan, a lot. But there's one thing I have to thank God for that, because the M23 who were killing people in Congo, you know, it was formed by Paul Kagame of Rwanda.
Okay.
But they now have a peace agreement with the leadership of the Congo that all these killings will stop.
Okay.
Yeah, but we will come to that topic because it's not good for Kagame to terrorize Congo because of their natural minerals and resources, you know. So if you put all these things together, it's to tell you that we have still not seen the light yet. I think the leaders who could have changed the politics of Africa now were the people who started the beginning and the struggle of our independence for various countries in Africa. But after they went, dictators, military dictators also came inside. And if you put that aside, we are still having people who are being elected as dictators, like power drunk, they don't want to go. If you look at country like Cameroon, Pobia, he has been in power. Now he is going to serve another 8 years, so he will be almost 46 years in power. We have some people in Cameroon. I have a friend, they said, Frank, when I was born, Pobia was our president. I went to kindergarten, primary, secondary school, university, graduated, I'm working, I'm being married and give birth, and my child is even in secondary school. The president of Cameroon is still Pobia. You understand? And they are still manipulating the elections. It's like the electorate, their choices are not being made, you understand, because the elections are being rigged by the authorities in Cameroon. If you come to Nigeria, the same thing happened there. If you watch Olusegun Obasanjo, after Sani Abacha died and they made the Nigeria Constitution, it was made in 1999 Nigeria. And Olusegun Obasanjo became the first president after so many coups and wars, you understand. When he left power, Yaradua came with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan with DPD.
The man with the hat.
Yes. So when Yaradua died 5th of May 2010, you see Mahama, when President Mills died, Mahama continued and he still tries to win the 2012 elections to serve another term again. But Goodluck Jonathan was the first incumbent president to lose election to opposition leader. So when Goodluck was ruling after Yaradua, it was the attempt that Boko Haram started coming to Nigeria. But Boko Haram was formed in 2002 They started operating in 2009. That time Yar'Adua was in power. So Nigerians wanted Buhari to come and solve all these problems for them. But Buhari created more problems than he came to meet. Because he was a former military leader. He overthrew Shehu Shagari in 1983. You understand? And he was also overthrown in 85. So Nigerians saw that no, he was a former military leader and he's having the tactics, the skill, the power. But when he came, he destroyed Nigeria. Buhari made sure that Tinubu Bola Ahmed, this man who cannot even walk, 2022, he fell down. He fell down, this man. Buhari made sure that Tinubu will succeed him so that another APC will come and rule Nigeria, irrespective of whether the person have the skill, the knowledge, the leadership qualities, they don't care. That is the problem we are facing in Africa. So how can a sick leader govern a country that is we have that is having more youth? Nigeria is almost 280 something population. But if you go to Nigeria, the electricity power they are using there is the same amount of the power Croatia is using. I've been to Croatia to play table tennis there. They are 12 million population. And do you know that the electricity power they generate for 12 million population is the same amount they generate for Nigeria, the so-called giant of Africa, without electricity? Yet the richest man in Africa comes from Nigeria. When Forbes brings out the magazine, almost 4 or 5 people are from Nigeria, but there is no electricity in Nigeria. If you put that aside and you come to Tanzania, Samia Suluhu, look at what she did. You understand? It's very, very bad because Samia was not having the experience. You understand?
Okay.
John Pombe Magufuli brought her to come and be his running mate in 2015 after Jakaya Kikwete. When Samia Suluhu came and be the vice, John Pombe Magufuli, because of his good leadership, the qualities of his leadership, like the last time I told you that he arrested 23,000 ghost names, people who are dead, but their names are still taking money from the government payroll. That is not colonialism. That is not geopolitics. That is where money is going to. He also arrested 13,000 unqualified workers, people who are not qualified for their jobs, but they are still taking money from the government payroll. He seized all V8 from government officials and bought Toyota Corolla for them. That's what we have to do in Ghana. He reduced his salary from $15,000 a month to $4,000 a month. John Pombe Magufuli of Tanzania. Because of these things, he won his second term in 2020, 29th of October. So when he won, he died 17th of March 2021. So Samia Suluhu must continue as the president of Tanzania. And Samia is from Zanzibar. And Magufuli is from Tanganyika. You know, Tanganyika and Zanzibar, they were different countries. And Julius Nyerere, their first president, wedded those countries together. Like I told you, he was using PDA there. They practiced Preventive Detention Act in Tanzania. There was a one-party state in Tanzania. He served from 1964 as president to 1985. 21 good years. 21 good years. So when people say Nkrumah passed the preventive detention, it's not only Nkrumah. The whole Africa, many of the African leaders were using these laws. Okay. Because a country that is not governed by laws, everybody will do what they want. Now people are agitating for Mahama to arrest Ken Oforiatta. Why? If you think PDA was wrong, why are they agitating for Mahama to arrest him? Chemaun to me, Kwame Dubois, and the rest of them. Europe is not governed by soldiers. It's not governed by guns. It's about laws. In China, they hang corrupt people. In Europe, they jail them. In Africa, when they arrest one person, the whole party will go there. You see a whole king in Ghana, they will use their phone to call those in authority to give them pressure to release this person.
You think that one didn't help Africa?
No. It's very bad. We need to stop it. We have to allow the law to work, irrespective of your title. You understand? Because the country don't belongs to you alone. It belongs to all of us. So we cannot allow one person to spoil the country, and when he's arrested, they pull a lot of people there, and the kings, the chiefs, the religious leaders will be phoning them. Release him, release this person. It must come to an end. We cannot govern a country like this.
We'll get to them. I know you are getting emotional. Just calm down.
So what I want to say is that when we come to Europe, we have to dilute all this African mindset somewhere. Because the way Europe is being governed is not the same we are being governed in our country.
Sure.
Here we don't steal money. Where I work, we use badge to your name is on the badge. Everything on it. So when you want to open the gate, you have to badge. Then it will allow you to enter. When you are late, no one is watching you. But when you badge, it goes to the system. But Ghana, they will accuse you of, hey, this guy reported me. Even when the man is a pastor, they use you to preach at the church. Meanwhile, the person know that you are doing the right thing. If we don't stop this kind of things and have patriotic Ghanaians, nationalists, people who have genuine love for Ghana. So you see Ghana, when they give someone position, hey, the family will call the person. Oh, Dana. You understand? They are pushing you to be corrupt person, even though when you are not even corrupt person. They will push you
To be corrupt.
Yes, your mother, your friends, your father, they will call you. Make sure you take a look at your this thing, your nephews, so your sisters are there. Make sure you help them. It must come to an end. So the duality of our culture. That's why I always say that I'll be very shocked if I see a single Ghanaian going to heaven. If heaven is there, I'm telling the gospel truth. I'll be very, very shocked. Because the last time someone sent me a picture of this man, not Otabel. There is one a pastor, very big.
Duncan Williams.
Duncan Williams. The bodyguard was using pistol. 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 In daylight, not night. When the man is entering the premises of the church.
They have to protect them.
But why do you have an issue with that? No. Have a discussion. Why do you have an issue with that?
No, we'll come to that. I just
No.
I just don't want us to delve into those
please. Look. Scarecrow, why do you think it's an issue for a man of God to actually protect himself?
That is why the interior minister is calling for guns to be seized. My brother, let me ask you something. This gun issue is not only that man.
Okay.
Even this so-called pastor, Usu Bempa.
Yep.
He threatened Agrada in Agrada's house.
Okay.
With gun.
Okay.
We cannot allow guns to be seen everywhere in the country.
So brandishing of gun, you have an issue with it. That's
It's
it.
But it's an offense.
Oh no.
Even Germany here.
But if you say banishing of gun is a problem for him, you know it's an offense.
Even Germany here, when he's entering the U1, they put it there. Even knife, we don't want to see.
No, I want to understand. I want you to be specific. Is it not an offense?
Look, I know it's an offense, but the way Scarecrow sounded notable, he was making it look like because he has an issue with it because he's a pastor. That is where my issue is.
No, okay. No, I'm not having issue with like he's a pastor.
Basically, all pastors in Ghana has security. Most senior pastors in Ghana have security, and those security men are trained. They are trained to use the guns.
Of course.
To defend
the pastor.
To defend the pastor.
So what about the church members? What are they going to do?
That is
no, everybody. Of course. So
personal issue.
If you ask the security,
I'm coming. Very good question. So if the pastor comes with gun, okay, then me I have to come with AK-47. So if
that is, you can go to church if you are an expert in gun, or you can have a gun
and then license it.
You can also go to church.
What's a gun? Nobody has an issue with it.
If we have like 200 members. The pastor comes with gun, pistol. He wants to protect.
No, the pastors don't hold guns.
The body guys.
Yeah, of course.
Hold guns. Then protect the pastors.
Just like the president.
Okay, good. So if all the
but
members
the president
come
is a
with
different
their
conversation. The president is the fair gentleman of the land.
You know,
all the security apparatus covering him.
The pastors are also the fair gentleman
of the church, of course. But no, look, you see, we shouldn't make it look like because somebody is a pastor, he doesn't require security. No, you are a security expert, you know this.
One thing is that when people
you understand what
people lead people and they go into issues like a king.
Of course.
If a king is killed in a community, it brings a lot of chaos.
Of course.
Or say you know that.
But
it brings chaos. So most kings have bodyguards, not because they should have, but because when anything happens, it can bring a lot of problems to the community.
Exactly.
So they
I
are
know.
protected immediately, just like the president of the state.
I know.
He's always protected, not because he's so special, but because when the president is killed, the kind of problems that the country is going to face.
I want to ask you
is going to be
something.
enormous.
Is the president being protected by the national security or personal security?
Most
Na-
of the presidents
national
are
security.
protected by the national security, and even they have their personal security.
Akufo-Addo used to carry his bodyguard around all the
Yes,
time.
I know, but you could see that Akufo-Addo's bodyguard, maybe he's from the service. He has worked with the security service before. But this guy who was holding gun, following
But how do you know? Scarecrow, how do you come and you see, that is why I have an issue with
Yeah,
Scarecrow.
yeah.
If a security personnel is protecting you, they will come with uniform.
No, not all security
come
personnel.
with-
Not all security
they come with
personnel.
uniform.
Or say, be honest with us. You're a security expert.
They are
The United States Security Service. If you go to the United States, the Security Service, they don't wear uniform. They're always in
We
suits and
have
tie.
people who don't wear the uniform.
Of course.
But for a pastor like this,
But how do you come? How do you come by that conclusion? That is why I have an issue. You don't know the person in total. You don't know where the person is coming from. You see somebody carrying a gun, and then you just assume that that person is in the trained security expert. How? So imagine if, or say, imagine
you
if
know
was.
the person who was holding the gun.
I don't know. So I
Okay.
want to make an assumption.
Uh-huh.
That is my point.
But what I want to say is that nobody should do that thing in Ghana.
Why?
Because when you do that, you make people also protect themselves.
Of course,
And
everybody.
when it comes that and problem come, the church will destroy. You understand? Because when you have gun, I have gun, you have gun, you have gun. It's a problem for all of us here. Because the least mistake
Yeah, somebody will be
Jose
shot.
will do,
Somebody will be
you
shot.
go and break the gun.
Somebody will be
the
shot.
least mistake you do, I want to put the gun and show you guys that I'm the man.
But look, what I want you to understand is that if I don't know anything in security at all, the first thing I learned from school is that your security is your responsibility. You as a person, that is your first responsibility. Your security is your responsibility. So if Duncan Williams feels that, okay, where I'm going, there might be some certain situation that will not favor me, and then the onus of my responsibility, the onus of my security falls on me, he has to take every precaution to protect himself. So if you feel the environment is going to provide a threat to you, the onus is on you to protect yourself.
Scarecrow, run up and let's move to the.
Okay, I want to run up, but what I want to say is that what we've seen in our country, and we are, how do you call it? We are hailing our leaders. We don't see these things in Europe here.
That one day I agree with him.
We don't see those things in Europe here. So if you have been to Europe, you have to have a rethink and a mind, how do you call it? A mindset of change of those kind weapons. You see, the interior minister is calling for all guns to be seized in Ghana. Because even during the Homo or Majo, people were exchanging guns. This is part of it. And you called some of these guys to come and protect you, and you say, oh, because you don't know the kind of the person, maybe he's from security or not, you cannot say anything about it. We have to say it. We have to do it. You understand? Right. If you go to Howard Coombs in 2020, a woman, she was shooting at, how do you call it? Kaswa. Even re-election.
There was a recent report, and that the lady, the interior minister, said that the things that the current MP said, were all false, and I think it's also being debated now.
That the guns was false,
and everything,
and the pepper spray is false.
No, the pepper spray, he used it at what is it?
The re-election. I think Abli Kumanoff or something.
He said
like
when
that.
he saw the people attacking him, she has to defend it with the pepper
But
spray.
in the first place, why do you go there with the pepper spray?
As a form of protection.
But Scarecrow, no, look.
No, I want to say
really don't
something.
understand.
No.
So you think no, look. So you think that
let's focus on.
What about no?
Let's delve
What about look?
security.
No.
we'll
What
talk
about look?
We are talking about security.
Before we even go, I want to understand something from Scarecrow. So Scarecrow, you think that these German chancellors, these burgermeisters, or these people within the Hamburg Parliament, they will even walk around without security? You really think
I'm
that?
saying about security. I'm saying the lady showed gun. And
No,
he said
that was what Otabor said. It was false.
The interior minister,
Yes, he said the interior minister said it's false. And I asked
and the
about the
ladies
pepper
also-
spray.
So if somebody is going to a crowded place and then where the person anticipates violence, the law mandates you that you can actually take something that you will protect yourself. That is self-defense.
Okay.
So that is not a crime.
Okay.
So if I'm going to attack Osei and then Osei has a gun,
Why reference me?
No, I'm just making a point.
No. What? No.
So
Don't use me as a reference.
Osei.
No. Don't use me as a reference. Use another person, please.
So you are going to sit down
With the greatest of respect, please don't use me as a reference.
So for instance, I am attacking Otabo,
Yes.
and then he has a gun. Otabo, you will sit there for me to kill you.
Maybe I'll clear your legs anyway.
So what are people saying? So if I anticipate violence, I have to
So
protect myself.
let me go back to what before Otabel continues. Let me go back to what Scarecrow was talking about. So in Ghana, the law says that if you want to have access to a gun, you should be 18 years, physically fit, with a sound mind. That qualifies you to apply for a gun.
Okay.
When you go applying for a gun, you should have no criminal records. When you don't have any criminal records, you should explain why you want a gun.
Okay.
There should be a specific reason why you want to own yourself a gun.
Okay.
If you're able to meet all these conditions, automatically you have the right to apply for a gun in Ghana. Okay. And if you have no chance or have never used a gun before, you'll be trained as to how to use it. Okay. So that is why pastors are moving around with bodyguards, which they have gone to. There's a specific training for bodyguards, and I think they didn't go through the full
Training like
police and security personnel do, but they will be trained as to how to handle the pistol.
Okay.
Yes, that is why most of them go around with guns. Yes, so that is why it is like that.
So I'm into ministry, and I understand these things. I've worked with pastors who has security men who use guns. I know that they are trained to use the gun. Those men are taken through as to shooting. Let me give you a vivid example that wasn't out there.
Okay.
I happened to church, and it took the security expert, because Dr. Otabel at a point in time was nearly shot. He was nearly shot whilst preaching.
Okay.
So
At the church.
Yes. So it took that time. He was most of the time involved in
Attacking and
no, so he spoke his mind when it comes to the political. I know at the point time.
Yeah.
So he was nearly shot. So it took his security experts
To save him.
So from that, when you go to the head office of ICGC, there is not a thorough check, but there is something. If you have guns with you and you are entering, the alarm will catch you up.
Of course.
So basically, there are those things.
You have to protect yourself.
To protect the pastors. And I think when we get up there, growing into the political space, I think when we get to positions where we get serious appointments into political space, I think we would understand these things also, because when you are going to a place that is crowded, at times, you being the focused person, at times you need to have a security, because everybody is like focusing on you. So if you are not careful, Shatawale goes out there, and the kind of crowd that he's going to have, he has to have a security to protect him.
Yeah.
If not, he can be. Somebody feels like, let me slap Shatawale.
Then I'll go scot-free. Yes.
Somebody feels like, somebody can be sent to shoot you. A lot of things happen. And so that is what delves us into our next topic, the security in Ghana as compared to the security in Germany. We are talking about guns in the system. We know in Ghana, guns are in the system much more than here.
Of course.
I don't want to say this on radio, but it's difficult to get a gun in Germany.
Yeah.
Yes, because I'm not a bad man, but I don't want to go there.
Yeah. So,
but it's difficult to get guns in Germany. Trust me, it's difficult.
That is good.
It's difficult. The only one you can get is the bullet, the rubber one. To get the rare guns, man, it's not easy. So as compared to Ghana, where because of galamseying, because of security, because of the way our security is being handled, there are a lot of guns in the system. Because of kinship, the king, there are a lot of guns in the system. Because when you go to the Ashanti region, there are a lot of guns because of the kings. When you go to the Volta, when you go to the northern region,
Yes, also.
there are a lot of guns in the system, and that is not helping security. So let's compare security in Ghana as to what Mutaka said, that he's going to make sure that those in funerals,
Yeah.
security are going to be reduced and stuff like that. Let's compare security in Ghana as to security in Europe. I'll say, what is your take? You're a security man. Let's compare security in Ghana in general. Because in Europe, you know that you can work and close at 2 midnight and you can go home.
Yeah.
But in Ghana, when you close from 11, 12, 1, you should be security conscious.
Sure.
Otherwise, you are dead. So let's compare the two nations and the security and how best we can improve on our security.
Thank you, Mr. Otabel.
When it comes to security, then you are briefing. You have to say it.
Yeah, when it comes to security, I get very, very emotional. And this is one of the issues I've been talking about daily. When people say, security in Germany is on the high, they are always alert compared to that of Ghana. Yes, because here the systems works. Here things are put in place. The accoutrements to work are being given to the personnel to work. Officers' welfare is being taken good care of. So first and foremost, when the officer, the CI and the SI of police says that every police officer should be in good standing as to having a good welfare. So automatically, when you are in a good state as a police officer, when you pick up you put on your uniform every blessed morning going for duty, you understand that you are ready to serve your country. And in our normal life, even when you are stressed, automatically you cannot do things right.
Sure.
But back in Ghana, who takes care of the police officer when he or she is in problems? The state never does that.
But it's the duty of the state.
It is the duty of the state. The constitution says that the CI and the SI says that every police officer is to work 8 hours. And that if you are to work more extra hours, you should be paid that fee. But I believe you me, a police officer goes to duty point at 6 o'clock in the morning and comes back home the next morning 6 o'clock. That is a 24-hour system that one person has been scheduled detailed to do. At the end of the month, he gets the same salary, just like somebody who stays at the office and works 6 to 8 or 8 to 4 o'clock. These are personal issues bothering police officers back home. You expect a police officer to buy uniforms with his own pocket money.
Wow.
And the CISI is saying that as a police officer, you always have to be in a good turnout. If you are not in a good turnout, automatically you can be charged for not dressing neat. So if a police officer passes through these problems, how well can he even be there to give good accounts to the people?
So the uniform are not being paid by the state.
When I was passing out as a police officer, I was given one police uniform.
Wow.
One beret, one police uniform, a pair of black socks, one police boot, and a belt. So you can imagine if you give me this, and just right after I passed into the service, after 4 months, my clothes were very yes, because I have grown weight.
You have new one, yeah.
So I have to, if you want to look nice, you have to look neat. Then you should be using your pocket money in buying these things. And this uniform costs around 500 cedis per material.
So you are establishing the fact that police officers are not given gadgets to work.
Security personnel are not treated well in Ghana.
I have Frank online. Frank is a police officer. I want to confirm or deny what Osei is saying, because at the math of 1 or 2, an issue is established. Good afternoon, Frank. Frank speaks all the way from Scotland. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, Frank. There is one. Are you an ex-police officer?
He's an ex-police officer, of course.
Okay, who basically is saying something. I just want to either confirm or deny from you. You are live on radio Top Africa in Hamburg, Germany. One police officer is saying that when you are passing out as a police officer, you don't have enough uniforms given to you. So the rest of the uniforms, you have to buy them yourself. Is it a correct statement, or he's exaggerating, sir?
So what my brother is saying
Okay.
If, let's take it, you are at the headquarters,
Okay.
you get things all the time. But if you are not at the headquarters,
Okay.
it will be very difficult for you to look nice
Okay.
because you have to buy it yourself. And it was very, very difficult for us. It was very difficult.
So that means that, Frank, depending on where you are. So let's take it
Yes.
that if you are outside the police headquarters, like you are in a
Yes.
village in Akontombra,
Nobody knows you.
so you have to buy the uniforms yourself.
You have to buy it. If you want to look good, you have to buy uniform yourself.
I don't understand.
Wow.
And
Why they
it
give you
is very sometimes you can't see everything. You can't see everything. Sometimes you have to.
You see, that is one of the problems I have with those termed S security men like you. I don't know whether, well, you are not going back to the police again.
Yeah.
So it's time you guys need to speak up for us to also take it up, because
Who is going to listen to you?
we are going to take it up
Well,
because
no,
it has
just
been-
ask your
it has
question.
been- it
Who
has
is
been
going
no.
to take it up when you raise your voice? Who is going to listen? Is it that the IGP is not aware? He's aware of
He
it.
is aware.
The president is aware of all these
Also known
things.
that even their
Everybody is
welfare
aware
money are
of-
not given out.
All these happenings, they are aware of it. So who is going to talk about it?
Nobody will do anything about it.
So the least chance you get as a police officer, you have to just jackpot.
Yes.
look at him saying yes.
Yeah, because he's saying the truth. He's being realistic. I like people like him,
That's
because
true. That's true.
I don't even know. It's the
Okay.
first time I'm hearing that you use your own money to buy
The
uniform.
work
It's sad,
we were
though,
doing.
it's sad. Here in Germany, the government is spending
This
13 million
uniform
euros.
is 500 cities
The
and the
sacrifice
state cannot
job.
provide for you.
So you have to be.
What about your
I
health?
remember working with Frank. I was working as a banker, and if my people doesn't pay, I get to Frank to help me recover the money. So he has to use all possible means, yes, to recover monies for me. So he's a good friend, a brother. I've known him for years.
Wow.
I've known him for years. He's a bad boy. I'm also a good man.
So, Mr. Otabel,
all right.
before he goes, he was saying that getting the uniform is when you are working at the
At the head
headquarters.
office, yeah.
That is when you have passed into the service and working at the headquarters.
Okay.
Yes.
But when passing out as a police officer, you are given a uniform at the depot.
Yes, that's true.
That is a uniform, one uniform. When you come out and automatically or fortunately for you, you get access to the headquarters. That is when you can go to the quartermaster and begging that I am around and I want to look good. That is where when you have, even that is where you have protocol. Even at the headquarters, if you don't have people that know you, you will not get it.
You have to maneuver.
Yes,
And
that is what I'm talking about.
Yes, you have to maneuver because and if you are in the headquarters, even somebody can see you the way you are dressed
And charge you.
and charge you. So you have to look good. So either you go to the quartermaster, and if you have a friend there, that's fine. But if you don't have a friend there,
You have to buy.
maneuver and get it.
And these accoutrements that you put on every day as a police officer, you are going to pay. You are not spending.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Less than 3,000 cedis. It's not
That's
less
true.
than 3,000 cedis because one army strong boot costs 900 cedis.
Yes, that's true.
If you want to buy a
That's
Tama
true.
boot, it's 700 cedis. And if you buy that boot,
Yeah.
I have.
we were suffering.
I was using
Policeman.
2 army strong, one brown and one black. One cost 900 cedis each.
Yeah, that's true.
The
That's
uniform
true.
costs 500 cedis. When you want to sew it, the tailor will take roughly 200-300 cedis.
Yeah, and you know one funny thing about police admin.
Ghana. No, I'm very sad.
What's the name? Martin?
Never
So
heard this before.
you didn't give us
You
money
use your
to
own
work.
money. 500 cities.
You gave us material.
So the money they take doing the enlistment.
When you are promoting, you get your promotion, you get a material to go and do. I don't know what they want you to do with it.
But sometimes, Jerry, you can't talk much, so let's leave it there for them.
Okay.
Now we are different and different environment. So we have to focus on where we are now and leave the rest to them.
Wow.
Because they will not listen to what we are saying.
But you have to also say it so that the others that are coming can know that this is the problem the ex-policemen or the security men are facing. You understand? So that we can expose them. Because the country pays them. We pay them with our taxpayers' money. You understand?
But the thing is, the thing is, the interior minister knows about what we are saying. And what is he doing about it? He's not doing anything about it.
That's why I'm saying that we have to end this First Republic rule.
No, so
Yes,
to the conversation you are talking about.
Okay, Frank, thank you very much. When we need clarifications, we'll come back to you again, my brother. Okay, bye.
No.
Okay, so let's continue. So that means that it has been settled that the Ghana Police Service, when a recruit is passing out, just one uniform, one beret, one boot, and he passes out, and you want the policeman to look good, and you want him not to be corrupt. He's working every now and then, up and down. How does he change his uniform? How does he change his boot? Through the salary you pay, the meager salary you pay them. We'll come to you. We'll get to you. Okay, let's continue.
Mr. Otabil, like I was saying, you this whole conversation is not like they are not aware of it.
They know.
They are aware of it.
Even the IGP.
The IGP has passed through all this channel. He knows.
Okay.
He knows and understands the pain of the ordinary police officer. But who comes to their aid?
No one.
Ghana is one of the countries that when you automatically working with somebody, he or she feels he's a leader and that you don't have a voice.
Sure.
So they are the people that dictates for you and that whatever they say is final, even when they are wrong. And the funny thing is that those senior officers, they even go to the extent of taking Batman allowance.
Wow.
They have an allowance called Batman allowance.
And what is that?
That is polishing your black shoe. They take allowance on those kind of boots.
Our ministers also take a bed hook allowance.
And they take look at this. These senior officers.
No,
And the funny thing is that these are people who mostly came from lower ranks and joining the senior ranks. And that instead of them speaking and talking on behalf of the people, they don't. That is why corruption is not stopping anytime soon in Ghana.
Yes.
I keep telling you every day that corruption cannot stop because the ordinary citizen, I always blame, you cannot blame the junior police officers because
no.
There are many things happening back home and that it's not their will.
So I say that means that security in Ghana cannot improve.
No.
Security in Ghana, the only thing that we all keep hearing is when they will say today we have given the police officers some 50 cars, we have given them motorbikes to help whatever. But believe me not, there are many people, police officers, that ever since they pass out from the service, some like 20 years, 30 years, they have never fired a shot before, an ammunition before.
Yeah.
Ever since, just recently that they have brought in, if you are being promoted, you have to go for refreshers course. So if not 4 years, you are not going for any refreshers course.
Wow.
But here in Germany, even in our normal warehouses that we work, going for boots, going for attire to work with are overabundant.
Free.
These are free.
Yeah.
So you can imagine, even when you want to go in for these things, the kind of zeal you use in working. But back in the days when I was in one of the companies, early in the morning when I get there, I just tell them I'm feeling cold. They give me a new set of clothes. They give me boots. But you look at back the whole constitution. A whole country like Ghana. I am only speaking on behalf of police officers.
No.
This is the same issue happening to military, happening to immigration, prisons. So how do you want them to work?
Do you know what pays?
I keep telling my people that the work that the Ghana police and security personnel are doing in Ghana, if they have the accoutrement just like Germans and others have, German police can never compare themselves to Ghana.
Yeah, for that I know.
If the accoutrements given to police officers here in Germany,
properly.
Same is given to officers back home, the kind of job they will do in Ghana, no officers here can never compete themselves. Here, when they meet you, when you, like for example, when you commit a crime in Altona, in the next 10 minutes, there will be a helicopter on upstairs, while the police will be down with their cars roaming about.
Yeah.
Here, if a police officer stops you, you are shivering. You are in a haste to park and listen to whatever they want to tell you. Don't you see videos whereby when the police officer stops drivers and they'll be driving the police officers, risking the police officer's life?
Yeah.
And I always say the media, when it happens to a police officer, it is normal. But when the police officer do what is right here in Germany, we do hear people sometimes when they commit crime, police do fire them.
Sure.
And nothing happens. Nobody talks about it. But in Ghana, when somebody commits a crime and a police officer fires the person, the next morning you will see media men interview family members of those people. What is that you are talking about? You come back saying that the police is not working.
Markin slapped one police guy during the.
Yes, imagine how can a member of parliament, a lawyer by profession, attack a uniformed police officer?
I think it has also been asserted that the police has also said that he never slapped.
No, Afenyo Markins is rather saying that when he went to the CID headquarters, they are saying that the video they saw is AI generated. That is a falsehood. It is something outside the whole country. Everybody is watching it. So if you detain a police officer who is working, if not because of death that occurs on his way, is working till he or she gets to 60 years, and a politician who your government comes only for roughly 8 years, and you think you have powers than a police officer, a military officer, an immigration officer, assigned to protect the country at all costs. These are people saying they are leaders. When you arrest somebody, they call you on phone and leave them.
Yeah.
Those things never happen here in Germany.
No.
Let me go back to people living here in Germany. Most of our people here in Germany join trains and buses to work day in, day out. Not because they cannot drive, because they don't have license. They know how to drive back home, but they don't have license, so they don't even nothing crosses their mind to join or get a car that they want to drive here in Germany. But immediately they get to Ghana, they are bogus.
Yeah.
That is when people who don't drive here go back to Ghana and pick cars and start driving.
And be killing people on the
without license. But those people come back and say Ghana police is corrupt.
Yeah.
Ghana police is this, Ghana system is bad.
Sure.
But you are here respecting someone's law. But when you get back to your own country, doing same to respect that laws, you refuse to do so.
Sure.
And you come back saying that the laws are not working in Ghana. So how do you want the system to work? If a police officer are in Ghana, anytime you hear civilians saying this police officer, he is very wicked, that means the police officer is straight.
Yes.
He's doing his work diligently. And that they feel he is very, very wicked because when he arrests you, regardless of the money you want to offer him, he doesn't accept it and take you to the right process.
I'm not
He's tagged as a wicked person.
The woman who was sitting on a graduate's case, there's one lady at my workplace, this woman, if you see the face, you can see that this woman is a very wicked woman. How can you give a grad 15 years?
Imagine.
I said, no.
Imagine.
What do you mean by that?
That is why you always hear police say ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Yes.
Ghana police is not meant to educate people as to what to do and what not to do.
Sure.
That is not the responsibility of Ghana Police Service. The responsibility of Ghana Police Service is that they are law enforcement agency. They have to make sure whatever the constitution of the country says has to be done. If someone go contrary to what the law says, he or she should be arrested, prosecuted, and sent to any court of competent jurisdiction. So when you hear people say Ghana this, Ghana that, the NCC is specifically meant to be educating people as to what to do and what not to do.
Now we don't hear.
And they are not doing that, and people don't go to them and attack them as not educating what them to do. But they come back attacking the police service because all internal factors is done by the police.
So my question now is, looking at all that you are saying, that means that if we don't give, the state doesn't give the accoutrement to the police officers, that means that security will always lack in security in Ghana.
Of course, we are lacking and we will always lack because there is the truth that they know and believe that when these things are done, personally, I have that strong feeling that not every police officer deserves a sidearm. Yes. After after some years of me giving a personal sidearm, I came to understand that not every police officer in Ghana deserves it.
There are people who are quick-tempered.
There are
use it for anything.
so that is where the problem comes. The police administration is not helping too.
Sure.
Because if there should be a plan, we should have an IGP who can sit down with the interior minister and the president that no, this is what my workers are, because you are the head of the police administration and the vice president is the head of the police council. So if you go and sit down, no, I want to have a forum every 6 months or every 1 year. I have to go send the police to go and work. In Ghana, in example, like police human ratio, one police officer is to I think 100 and something people.
But before you go that, Kofi is leaving us, so I want him to make his last submission.
Yeah, there's something that I have to attend to, but what I think is that with regards to security, I believe that our people are under-resourced, they are understaffed, and then successive governments have not actually paid attention to that particular aspect of our country. There's a notion that Ghanaians are peace-loving people, so you don't really need to invest much in security. I think that is a falsehood. The security that we are having in Ghana comes at a cost, and then the cost is the security. So we have to invest much in that. We have to invest much in the police service. And one of the things that I strongly believe is that as a country, what we are lacking is not really about huge resources. We lack people with character. That is something that we should focus on. As Keiko was saying, somebody, or as I was saying, somebody who is corrupt, you understand, right from the very beginning, so will come in and join the police service. It's not the service that corrupted the person. You understand? The person is corrupt right from the very infancy.
Who you were before you met you.
Of course. And then the person will come into the service. The person will then misuse the opportunity that he or she has been given in a deliberate attempt to bring this reputation to the service. You understand my point? So what we need to do as a country is that we have to start building character, because that is a currency that you can't trade for anything. So I also believe that the government or successive governments have a responsibility, a very big responsibility, to invest so much into our security apparatus. You understand? Here in Germany, they are begging people to go to police. You understand? Here they are begging people to go to the military. Here they are begging people to join the zoo, because the way the thing is, it's not even attractive to people to go and join. You understand my point? But they have all their apparatus, they have all their accoutrements. But in a part of the country, in a part of the world, that is somebody's source of livelihood. So you saw the disaster that happened at the Waxworks Radio.
Just compare it.
You understand my point? So we have to put down a system where the security apparatus of our country undergoes a very big and strong investment. The government has to invest heavy. Just last week, the Bundestag approved over 13 million euros just for uniforms for the Bundeswehr. 13 million euros. What about? That's for the uniforms of the Bundeswehr. 13 million euros. In Ghana, a police officer is passing out, and then you don't even give him a uniform. No. How do you expect such a person to come and then defend the nation at all costs?
While the person cannot even, he's not.
You understand my point? Oh, so the member of parliament is sitting in Accra, Parliament House, taking about 10,000 Ghana cedis a month with no risk, and the person doing the actual work on the ground, facing the actual risk, is being given peanuts. So what do then you expect these people to make ends meet? You understand my point? So it is high time that the leaders are there to actually serve the whims of the people, not the caprices of themselves. So that is my belief, and then I believe that the successive governments should actually do a heavy investment, a very heavy one, with our security apparatus, because I believe that it is not the human resource that we lack. It is the technological know-how, the technology and the financing that we actually don't have to bring up very finesse, security apparatus. So if successive governments are actually going to plan and then build a security apparatus independent of political manipulation, that will be something that will help our country go forward. So thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you very much, Kofi. This program is sponsored by Action Banks in Hamburg. Also, finish your submission, and I would put Frank on so that he also talks about security. Yeah, security as compared to Scotland, where he is.
Yeah, so Mr. Otabel, like I was saying, so I just tried to check in Germany, 349 police officers per 100,000 people.
Okay, so the police officers,
300,000.
they can contain them.
Yes.
That is why when there's a crime scene, when somebody even does something small, you could see the police officers coming in their numbers.
Yeah.
But in Ghana, most Ghanaians do even have a problem when you come to the police station in lodging a complaint and that the police pick. And the people, Ghanaians always cry about it and are always angry. But you don't expect me as a detective to use my pocket money to pick a taxi for you.
Yes.
Why should you be even pick a taxi?
Yes, but if the accoutrements are given, there are enough cars. If there are enough cars, the police officer will just order the police driver that we are going on scene. You pick the next available car and you go and come without paying a penny. But as a detective, you want me to use my personal money to go in there and that use my money to get a car for you, in case you are lodging and a complaint you are lodging. So these are some of the problems in Ghana. So if the Ghana Police Service, the Ghana security apparatus in Ghana are to do things right and having all these things, I bet you German police can never compare themselves to Ghana policing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because here you see them walking around with their Mercedes-Benz, 3 police officers in one car. Ghana police, you can see 10, 12 police officers
on pickup
in one pickup.
It's not even good for safety, because even when you go to some place and you want to try to make peace, or like you want to make the orders and the law there, and you are sitting your body is showing outside. Someone can even shoot
as a police officer, most police officers don't have handcuffs.
Wow.
They buy it. You have to buy it yourself.
Hey, Ghana,
you have to buy the handcuffs yourself.
36 years of MPPNDC.
I am telling you on authority, you have to buy the handcuffs yourself. So if you want to have, mostly as a detective, you have to have your own personal handcuffs. You have to buy it. Because when you go to the quartermaster in your station or your region that you want a handcuff, there are handcuffs that they have not up to, let me say, in every region they have allocated 10 handcuffs or 20 handcuffs. A region with about, let's say,
Ghana.
About let's say 150 personnel, and you send 20 handcuffs there. So
are you talking about Ghana?
Yes. So meaning you have to, but here you see every police officer has every, let me say in the police terms. When you see a policeman here in Germany, he has every solution to whatever problem it is, because when it's about route control,
tasing,
he have pepper spray that he will attend to it. When it's about another crowd control, he has that baton to be handling them. If it's about serious crime scene, he has a sidearm to be using them. So he is ready for whatever is at stake. But in our country,
you have to run.
How many police officers go along with?
I'm not cutting
body armor.
So the question even now is, if a police officer in Ghana uses his pocket money to buy
handcuffs,
then that same police officer can use his pocket money to buy a sidearm.
Yes. They even rent the sidearms to armed robbers so that they will give them money to buy this handcuffs.
For that, I don't agree to that. For that, I don't agree to that. But as to
but it's true.
For that, I can speak on
the armory. The armory.
That is what you are talking. I have no idea about that.
But I know. That's what I'm
so
saying.
you have to. Yes, for me, I have no idea about that.
Okay.
But as a police officer, the law says, the police law says, if you go buy yourself a sidearm as your personal bona fide, you have to even declare And the least mistake, the armory will have to take the police the sidearm, because you cannot have a sidearm as a police officer unless you are a bodyguard or you are assigned to a special unit.
Secretly, because if there are handcuffs being sold in town, then definitely.
So, but don't you?
Yes.
You see recently many young guys going around as bodybuilders, as to security companies dressed in body armors with handcuffs.
Yeah.
Why do you see, apart from here, Fakati and those police personnel, do you see anybody roaming about with handcuffs here in
No. You don't see.
Fakati, and is it the Zoe?
Zol is part of policing, right?
Customs, so
that is their customs.
Yeah, even fire service don't use it.
Yes, but in Ghana, anybody wakes up and say, I am a youth advocate or whatsoever, and that they are going around with body armor.
Yes.
They have police boot. So when there's a distress call, how can you differentiate?
Yes, that's what I was saying about the pastor, that someone is using gun to protect him.
So, Mr. Otabel, when you say security in Ghana, Ghanaians in abroad do respect laws in abroad, but they don't respect laws in Ghana.
Sure.
These are all factors leading to why security in Ghana is always at a standstill. Many people here in Germany don't drive, but when they get to Ghana, because they are bogus, they are coming from Europe, they are coming from US,
They
Canada,
want to show how.
they pick car without license.
Wow.
But you and I know here, if you don't have a license, you dare not even. It doesn't even crosses your mind to drive.
Even if you have the license, you are extremely careful in driving.
Yes. But why is it that when you go back to your home country, you don't have a license, then you go pick a car driving?
So that means that security in Ghana, it is not only the police, it's not only the government.
The civilians are all part of it.
Also part of it. Okay.
Civilians take the laws into their own hands, and the problem is, the NCC is not educating the civilian as to what to do and what not to do. So there are two instances. A police officer can arrest you as a driver when you are making a phone call. The police officer can arrest you and prosecute you instantly. A police officer can also arrest you and educate you that next time don't be doing that.
Yeah.
It comes with the police officer's discretion.
Yeah.
It's a discretionary
how you
thing.
approach his arrest.
When they arrest you and they want to educate you,
Yeah.
that means you have to pay a little.
No, but I don't even understand what you are talking about.
That one I am aware.
Yeah, okay, fine. That is what we are talking about, but I'm not aware as they're talking about. But the law says that in the motion of driving, it's not even about making a phone call.
Sure.
You shouldn't hold any electronic gadget.
Yeah.
So it's not only about a mobile phone.
Yeah.
Anything in electronic shouldn't be held.
Yeah.
But in Ghana, what is the conversation? That I was driving, the police arrested me. But if the police has to go by the rules and regulations govern the country, people say there are laws in Germany.
Yeah.
Whatever law that is in Germany is in Ghana.
Yeah.
It says that even if you want to slaughter an animal, you have to send it to the abattoir.
Yeah.
That is what the constitution says.
Yeah, in Germany.
In Ghana, I'm not talking about
Ghana
Germany.
Oh, okay.
It is in the constitution. Who is going to enforce it? Because even those that are supposed to enforce it do same in their houses.
Yeah.
No, but the policeman who has to enforce it slaughters more than the civilian.
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
That the person that's supposed to
enforce it even slaughters more. Because this Christmas, I think if there is an animal, somebody who is an advocate for animals, he's going to take all Ghanaians to court.
So do we have security in Ghana?
That is the problem we are looking at now.
Because
comparing security in Ghana to security in Europe.
Whatever he's saying, I'm just refreshing my minds on the monies, Dubuahen, give to Awari, the money they are being stole. And you ask a policeman, somebody to use his own money.
Yes. The problem is that the politician will tell you, I am the one who even employed you, gave you that job.
How?
Now we'll look at how even they employed.
Yes.
We'll compare to the military recruitment and the things that the president have been said,
yes,
which personally I don't agree to it. We'll look at that, but let's look at security in Ghana, and let's compare to security in Europe. Also, he's saying that if the Ghanaian security would have more accoutrements, they would have performed better.
Sure, more than that.
So you also agree to that?
Sure.
And that you agree that.
Yeah. Yeah.
we all know that security in Europe is far better,
Much
especially in Germany.
Yeah.
It's far better.
They use drones everywhere, security cameras. Apart from the security being on the street, the police being on the street, we also have drones, security cameras around. Look at when they killed this guy in America, Utah University, Charlie Kirk. You see the security camera. They followed from where the guy was lying and he fired the shot.
Mr. Otabel, so like going back to this, Ghanaians should appreciate police officers.
Yes, now even respect them.
You might have encounter with one or two police officers, things might not go right for you, understood. But for example, myself, the kind of things I have done, I have achieved, I have got to know, I have witnessed in the work back home.
It's not easy.
When I always tell you that when I see the police in here in Germany, if it was to be me being a police officer in Germany, I think by now I'll be having so many awards because the things we do, we do it physically to get action results.
You take risk to get results.
We take risk to get results.
But here you don't do that.
We don't do that. When you see somebody roaming about and he's a criminal, you arrest the person whatsoever. The person even fears.
Yes.
And the next few minutes there will be a helicopter, there will be this, there will be that. But here, look, police is able to track your conversations
everywhere.
Police is able to do this, do that,
everywhere.
you know. But in Ghana, when somebody comes to rob you in Accra and flies to northern region, it takes only grace and chance.
Yeah, northern is even far. Koforidia.
It is not easy to get those people. Yeah. But we go to the length and breadth. Greetings to ACP. Let me just keep my boss name like that. But Mokole, thank you for the good works you've been doing for Mother Ghana. Yeah, and that whatever you and the boys are doing in achieving results for Mother Ghana is grateful. May the good Lord bless you all, the PID men, the anti-robbery team, whatever you are doing for Ghana, and the normal uniform personnel doing whatever you're doing best for Mother Ghana. I know God in heaven will replenish whatever you people are doing for Ghana. God will richly bless you all. One day, some of us, when we get the opportunity to speak for the grievances you are passing through, sometimes when even going for duty, police car don't have petrol when you go to the duty, the fuel station, they will say, because the regional commander has an impress, like let's say every month they should buy police fuel like 30,000. So when you are going for a duty, that will cost you like 5,000 fuel.
But we have MPs that are giving coupons.
Yes.
Take fuel free.
They
even give the coupons to their girlfriends.
So if you are going for a duty, for example,
not the MPs alone. I know a police officer.
What are you talking about? The police officer who has done what?
Who writes the car that is supposed to be used by the station. Writes it around with his girlfriend. Not the wife, the girlfriend.
Wow.
The fuel that he's talking about. Wow. That the state has bought. The police officer rides around with the girlfriend. We know police officers that went to the north for duty. And the fuel that was supposed to go rounds, they use that same fuel to chase nurses and pick them to sleep.
I don't believe it.
They should park their cars. It was on internet. They should park their cars and walk to their girlfriends and pick them home. But they use the state car, the state fuel, to chase women and go and sleep with them.
And when there is crime
but that time he's enjoying. He can't. So the next day when there's no fuel, nobody buys you fuel.
So in Ghana, one thing is here, you hardly see a uniformed police officer, if not going for foot patrols.
Yeah.
That is when they are riding bicycles, you see them or motor. You hardly see uniformed personnel walking around. Just in uniform. It is not easy to see uniformed personnel roaming around in Germany.
No.
Mostly they are all in their cars.
Sure. 3
people, 4 people, right? But in Ghana, when you are living in your jurisdiction, when you are going for duty, even in the normal police offices, there is no trunk.
Wow.
There is no trunk for you to when you have to hang your police uniform over there.
Wow.
That is why mostly when you close from work, either you remove your top or you put on a black top on your uniform.
What is that?
Yes, because the system is not even protecting. So like I'm asking you, who protects the police officer?
The police.
But how are they treating them like they are
so a police officer in Ghana is more or less like under slavery.
Yes, because per what you are saying.
The one under slavery is the very person when civilians are in dire need. the first person or the first place that comes into mind is going to see a police officer or going to the police station. And these people are not in sound mind, treated like slaves. So if you are a police officer and you are in grief, you are in problem, you are in dying need for something, as to your welfare, who takes care of that?
We'll come back and talk about this. We are going for a short commercial break. This program is sponsored by Action Men's in Germany. When we come back, we're going to compare or connect the military recruitment to this security thing we are talking about and those who died. And what the president said, that he believes that that family should give them men to replace the men who died so that they'll give them that protocol. So we're going to look at that when we come back. We'll come back very soon.
Greetings from Hamburg. My name is Teresa Edu from Aquaba Travel and Tours Hamburg. If you want holiday packages, you are free to come to our office. If you want tickets all over the world, our ticket sales is global. You can also follow on us for visa services, and for our Ghanaian fellows, you can apply Ghana passports here in our office, Vansbecker to say 15C. We are the U-Bahn station, Vatinal. You can also reach us per telephone +49 176 416 27723. Email us at info@aquaba-tours.com. Visit our website www.aquabatravelandtours.com. Thank you. Greetings from Hamburg. My name is Teresa Edu from Aquaba Travel and Tours Hamburg. If you want holiday packages, you are free to come to our office. If you want tickets all over the world, our ticket sales is global. You can also follow on us for visa services, and for our Ghanaian fellows, you can apply Ghana passports here in our office, Vansbecker to say 15C. We are the U-Bahn station, Vatinal. You can also reach us per telephone +49 176 416 27723. Email us at info@aquaba-tours.com. Visit our website www.aquabatravelandtours.com. Thank you. Greetings from Hamburg. My name is Teresa Edu from Aquaba Travel and Tours Hamburg. If you want holiday packages, you are free to come to our office. If you want tickets all over the world, our ticket sales is global. You can also follow on us for visa services, and for our Ghanaian fellows, you can apply Ghana passports here in our office, Vansbecker to say 15C. We are the U-Bahn station, Vatinal. You can also reach us per telephone +49 176 416 27723. Email us at info@aquaba-tours.com. Visit our website www.aquabatravelandtours.com. Thank you. from Hamburg. My name is Teresa Edu from Aquaba Travel and Tours Hamburg. If you want holiday packages, you are free to come to our office. If you want tickets all over the world, our and also follow on us for visa services, and for our Ghanaian fellows, you can apply Ghana passports here in our office, Vansbecker to say 15C. We are at the U-Bahn station, Vatinal. You can also reach us per telephone +4917641627723. Email us at info@aquaba-tours.com. Visit our website www.aquabatravelandtours.com. Thank you. Greetings from Hamburg. My name is Teresa Edu from Aquaba Travel and Tours Hamburg. If you want holiday packages, you are free to come to our office. If you want tickets all over the world, our ticket sales is global. You can also follow on us for visa services, and for our Ghanaian fellows, you can apply Ghana passports here in our office, Vansbecker to say 15C. We are at the U-Bahn station, Vatinal. You can also reach us per telephone +4917641627723. Email us at info@aquaba-tours.com. Visit our website www.aquabatravelandtours.com. Thank you. Greetings from Hamburg. My name is Teresa Edu from Aquaba Travel and Tours Hamburg. If you want holiday packages, you are free to come to our office. If you want tickets all over the world, our ticket sales is global. You can also follow on us for visa services, and for our Ghanaian fellows, you can apply Ghana passports here in our office, Vansbecker to say 15C. We are at the U-Bahn station, Vatinal. You can also reach us per telephone +49176.
Come back to Radio Top Africa. We are streaming live on all our media platforms. On Facebook is Radio Top Africa, on TikTok is Radio Top Africa, and on YouTube is Radio Top Africa. There is a trend going on, and I think we have to talk about it. Share your views. Let's hear your views through our media platforms. On Facebook, you can share your views, and we're going to read them. On YouTube, you can share your views, and we are going to read them. There is an influx of the young men and women all over Europe. And these are the energetic ones. When they come to Europe, they do all these menial jobs just to survive. It's getting out of hand, not only from Ghana, but from all part of Africa. Now we are going to look at that as compared to, is it affecting Germany, or where we live, Germany, is it affecting Germany positively, or is affecting Germany negatively? Because the young ones are always coming from Africa just to do menial jobs. Some engage in certain acts that are not that best, and some also by chance go through the process, or by dint of hard work go through the process and earn degrees and earn positions of respectable positions, which more or less serves as they serve the nation or the country they find themselves in. So let's look at it. the young ones coming from Ghana through, or Africa, not Ghana as
So, yeah.
from Africa through to where we live now in Germany,
Sure.
who is it affecting? Is it affecting Germany positively or negatively, or is affecting Africa positively or negatively? Because I don't get it when I am coming here to work and now the police is chasing me and trying to deport me.
Yeah.
That means that I am a nuisance to them. So the question now is, when somebody is coming in, is it affecting the country they are coming from negatively, or it is the country they are getting in that is having that advantage?
Okay. I think when we move from Africa to Europe,
Yeah.
it's affecting we the Africans.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because
We are rather losing.
Yes, because the country is supposed to be developed with the energy of the youth and their mindset and their skill. When the president send youth here to come and learn something, maybe how to make microphone or how to make a Bluetooth TV, that one is different from people struggling, tussling that they want to come to Europe.
Okay.
Because when you come to Europe, you are coming as a slave.
Okay.
The last time I said that when you come here, you be a slave into the system here.
Okay.
And you also become a slave to your people in your community.
Okay.
Wherever you are coming from. You understand?
Okay.
Because here, like you said, when the people, when you see police, you want to run away because you don't have the document. And doing document here, it costs 20,000 of pounds or dollars or euros. And that money, I think if you are in Ghana or Africa and you have this amount of money, you can invest in that money and you'll be okay.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
But when you move from Africa to Europe, you become a slave to your people in Africa.
Okay.
Because when they are sick, you have to provide them money. When they want to go to school, you have to pay their school fees. Even when they want to travel anywhere to Dubai or to do job, to go to school, everything depends on you, the breadwinner here.
Okay.
So we have seen Europe to be heaven, that the moment you touch here or your leg touch on the soils of Europe, you are rich.
So they Europeans benefit when we come?
A lot from us.
Okay, so
But
now
they don't want we to know that they benefit from us, so that
Okay.
we will put that in our minds. They are still threatening you. You don't have document. We have to deport you. That's why when they see people they don't have document, they ask them to go to the immigration and have thumbprint or fingerprint. You understand? But they don't take them straight to airport and deport them. No,
Okay.
because they want the taxes you are paying.
Okay.
But they still want you to have identity, so that in case something happens to you or you do something bad somewhere, they can find you.
okay.
That is the secret about document, not for anything. But we, the Africans, because we can use it to travel to our country, we cherish it, we worship documents like God. But when you die, you see that document is useless.
Yeah, they take it away immediately the day you die.
So they benefit from us, but they don't want to tell us. It's like a man dating a woman. When you are not there, the woman is shivering. But when you are there, she pretends as if
You are nobody.
Yes. Because when she does that and you see that you can use that against her,
Okay.
that's why they are ruling Europe.
Okay.
So they don't want we, the blacks, to see that we are helping them. They always want us to portray to the people that we are giving them problems.
Okay.
We don't have document. We enter the train without ticket. A lot.
Okay.
You understand? So they benefit from us, and our country, they lose everything.
Okay.
Everything. Instead of our leaders to put, how do you call it, their legs, you understand, on the ground, so that we can fix everything, especially our roads. This uniform policeman was saying, do you know that Kumasi were manufacturing shoe factory in Kumasi. Ghana was manufacturing shoes for, how do you call it, Yugoslavia. We were manufacturing army shoes, police shoes for them. Even for peoples and students, they were buying shoes called Kwame Nkrumah Sandals, Kumasi Shoe Factory. This Fourth Republic collapsed it. They collapsed it. So I'm not happy for we to travel outside our country and abandon the country for these old people who are good for nothing people, then they will destroy the country. Because all they know is, oh, I've given 3% for teachers allowance, giving 4% for nursery. No. That is not leadership. They have to structure the country very, very well. You understand? So that when the Ghanaian is giving birth, she or he is going to be paid, like Germany here. Because in Ghana, when the lady is pregnant, the child is already owing the state. Because when you came out, you have to pay hospital bills before you go home. If the money is not there, you remain there. But Germany here, when you are in the, when the lady is pregnant, they start preparing money, everything for the child. We have to learn that. Our leaders come here, use our money. They sleep in 5-star hotels, 7-star hotels. They see all these things, the system. They know it much better than us, but they don't implement that in our society. And we are always crossing the desert. We are always crossing the Mediterranean Sea. You see Ghanaian women, men dying in Dubai, in Kuwait, in Qatar, everywhere. And the dolicidity of our culture is also killing us. When they give you position, they will call him. Hey, your brothers are here, your sisters are here. Make sure that place is good. They will not tell you that. Make sure you work hard for Ghana, so that Ghana will be a better place for the generations coming. No.
The generations yet unborn.
They don't do that. They always want to push your mind towards where money is. So even if you are not corrupt, they will tell you that you are stupid, because when you went there, you work like you work from your heart. You show commitment, patriotism. Ghana, they don't like those kind of people. They like people who will steal their money. Oh, Charlie, I take this from here. Charlie, take some. Yeah, you understand? That is killing the society.
Okay.
So the Fourth Republic, we must end it. 36 years of rule. And the whole policeman, we cannot even give them uniform. They have to use their salary to buy the uniform. Then how do you explain that a policeman hire his weapon to somebody? Then it's even cheap for him to do. Because if the person is providing his own uniform, he will sell the gun safe. Take the gun. Yes. They rent the guns. I know a friend who rent the guns. His armory. He said, my brother, I have to rent the gun so that I can pay my children. Yes, I'm telling the gospel truth. So I asked him that.
No, Mr. Topical, these are serious conversations.
These are serious
allegations that
because you know something
is making it. I think
when I'm coming. There was a robbery at Jamestown. I didn't pull or something like that. And they shot one guy called Emmanuel Osei. They said he was a new recruitment to the Ghana police, the Bullion van. They shot the head. I asked my friend that, how can such thing happen? He said, my brother, our guns are not even functioning. And you may not know it until at the point of death. I said, why? He said, no, well, you just crock the gun, but you don't shoot it when you are going on duty. And you take the gun, you put the bullet, you just crock it and see that it's working. But when you have problem, that is when you have to fire to defend yourself. That's where the problems come. You crock them,
and it's not,
it's not coming.
It's only full of air.
Yes, that is the problem. So it's very ashamed that we have 36 years of MPP NDC. Every year, you see this Kandapa during his time. He brought a lot of, Germany bring us weapons. Meanwhile, the policeman used his own salary to pay for uniform. No, this is very sad. Today is the first time I'm hearing this. You understand? It's not good at all.
Very bad.
Yeah.
So I say in migration, when a youth migrates from Africa to Europe, who suffers and who gains? Does Africa suffer or Africa gain?
Yes, Mr. Topical.
Does Europe suffer or Europe gains?
Europe gains. Now, the rate at which the youth are leaving Ghana is very alarming. And when you come to abroad, when you come to Europe,
let's say
Germany,
when you come to Germany, yeah?
When you come to Germany, documentation is a whole lot of process, a whole lot of stress. Coming back from Africa and entering Germany, you know. The stress alone is a different conversation, but here is the case that we have fine brains, like people with doctorate, people with so many good qualifications, with expertise in their field of work, that they can help in making our country a better place.
Sure.
But because of people have lost confidence in the system, people have already lost confidence in Ghana. I always tell most of my friends that sometimes traveling to abroad is not because of the money. But when you come to realize that this abroad that you have traveled, that is the only opportunity giving you the chance
to make money.
No, the chance for your kids to also say, if this is, for example, despised child is passing by, stuff that despised child can buy, my child here, knowing that I was born here, he or she was born here, can also afford. Life, there are some certain level of life. If you are born in Ghana, it will be very difficult for you to enjoy. It is classified for a specific group of people. But here, regardless of how rich you are, the system has made it that you shouldn't underrate anybody.
Because everything is on credit. You don't pay cash.
Of course. But
everything.
In Ghana,
yeah, you have to pay cash.
When you see someone using a Mercedes Benz, we understand that
cash.
there are a certain group of people driving Mercedes Benz, Lexus, Range Rover, Land Cruiser.
Rolls Royce.
These are a specific group of people driving those cars. But over here, so far as you are working, even though you are not rich, so far as you have a fixed contract, you can just take your
of course
a truck and just go and apply for any car. So it has made many youth decide to leave the shores of their country, coming to white man's land to even suffer before getting what he or she is supposed to get. So the white man, in one way or the other, understands that there are many people in the system who are living here illegally.
Sure.
They know and understand that there are many people around.
Yeah.
But they believe there is no typical German man who will wake up early in the morning that he or she is going to sweep.
Yes.
Nobody will do that. They understand that no typical German man will wake up going to the lager to pick heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Because the system has been made that even if you are a SHS graduate and you say you are not going to school again, go and find an house building and do.
Yes.
Even if you are having no option, you can even go and apply for Arbeitslos.
Yeah.
So the system has been fixed for those people. But those of us from Africa, Ghana, when you are coming, you have already a whole lot of problems on your head that you need to tackle.
Yeah.
So you want to work and make sure you get through some one or two loopholes. So here, the Germans always benefit from us, but our country, with all the expertise, with all the experience, with all the knowledge. Now the problem is that with all the knowledge you have in Ghana, regardless of the school you went, when you come here, that school, it will take some chance, a very slim chance for you to upgrade.
That is the next topic I want us to talk about. Migration or integration in Germany. Politically. Now, Germany gains. How are we also going to gain?
Okay, so
it boils down to integration. Now that I'm in the system,
integration.
How do I integrate?
Yeah.
So, Mr. Otabel, I think this conversation is very loud. But one thing is that our old men and women who came to the system has done a disservice to many of us.
Oh, come back again. What do you mean?
Our old men and women who came into the system has
some.
Yes,
not all.
Some, because so if it comes that, let's look at the rate of Kenyans as to how they do their stuffs here. Most Kenyans have a system. Let's look at Indians. There are so many Indians here. I have been working with Indians and I have been asking them. I see a lot of Indians here. He says their government has a bilateral agreement with German government.
Yeah.
That if you are a student in Germany and in India, you will come to Germany, further your education, work, and that you are documented. So when you are even here legally, you are working.
Yeah.
After the work, then if you want to go back to your country with your expertise, you go back and help. Even if you are not going, the country is already benefiting from you because they have signed an agreement between the German government. So there's a certain quota they are giving to the system.
Yeah, sure.
But what is happening back in Africa is that no Ghanaian ambassador or whoever has ever sat down with the German embassy that commissioner, let's sit down. I have men, learned people back home,
Skilled workers.
They are ready to help. If you want them, I'm going to give you this kind of quota. You give me this, I'll do you that. So people will want to pass through the right channel in entry.
How I wish I could get Prof to talk about this. What maybe there is something like that, but I don't know. Later I'm trying to make certain things to see if I can get him on.
Yes. So now when you come to assist, you come here.
Dutch.
Here is a Deutschland country. You have
But
to
English
speak
is their second language.
White man can tell you here is Deutschland. Her or him or her, he will tell you Deutschland.
Yeah.
So let's at least have a feel of having an A1, A2 knowledge. Then that will help us in living our lives daily. If we don't integrate well, automatically we cannot suit into the system.
How can someone pass desert Mediterranean Sea to Europe and you say you want to integrate well? No, you can't. You already came with stress. You understand? You already came with stress, so it's really difficult.
Yes, that is the problem. So the government have to sit down because you are losing your men.
They are not thinking about
People
that.
living for, look at the number of nurses living in Ghana because of how they are
UK,
paid.
Yeah.
How can you pay a nurse? How can you pay a teacher? How can you pay a teacher is earning like 2,000 cedis and 3,000 cedis a month? That is more. That is not even up to 300 euros. If someone's salary is not up to 300 euros, 300 euros, how then do you want that person to survive
300 euros. No.
in Ghana?
No.
You can imagine. So that is a problem. One of the biggest problem we are facing as a country. So I think it's about time our leaders will sit down, and then those of us here, what is the role of the Ghana embassy here in Germany? What is the role of Ghana embassy here in Hamburg?
Ghana Union in
Ghana
Hamburg.
Union in Hamburg. What is their role? They have to be having a daily conversation with the people as to how you can cope into our system. Because we are Ghanaians, we are not Germans. But so far as you've moved to Germany, you have to understand their culture.
Sure.
You have to understand how they do their things so that you can be able to fit into the system.
And also respect the culture.
Of course. So if we are not being given the right channel to follow, automatically when you get here, there's a channel you are being told to follow.
Sure.
So that trend is what is happening for ages. But maybe there might be someone out there who can tell you, no, I want to advise you. The best thing is that go and integrate, start learning. Even though things are not okay for you, start going to school to learn the language.
Sure.
When you get that first, then we take it from another step.
Sure.
Definitely you can be able to, because we surely have Ghanaian people learned,
Sure.
holding higher offices in this
Germany,
country too.
Yeah.
So it means that we can also do it.
We can do it.
So you don't come home. That is, I have people like we have a friend who is a doctor by profession, but because of the system, he is not
Allowed to work.
Yes. But if we have leaders who can sit down and negotiate going on the table and negotiate well, things will have to change. Things can get better. So, Mr. Otabe, I think the first and foremost thing is that we have to learn the language. Then we have a path to follow.
Sure.
Yes, we understand that. Then
I think we have Prof. Hayford on the line. He's an educationist, and he does most of the things that we are talking about. So we would just talk to him and ask him how we, as the young men who have traveled all the way from Africa to Europe, how can we integrate and get into the system? Good afternoon, Prof.
Good afternoon, big man.
Prof, you are the big man.
No, we are all big.
Thank
Doing
God.
good things.
Hope you are doing good, Prof.
Yeah, I'm well.
We thank God. We were discussing on radio as to when the young men and women, when we migrate to Europe, integration becomes difficult. How can we, as a layman, I have traveled to Europe and I want to integrate, what are the processes I have to go through and how do I do it? Prof, come here. Okay.
Are you getting me?
I'm getting you, Prof.
Okay, for the purpose of only this discussion, let's focus on Germany.
Okay, sure.
So, and when you talk with the discussion, or let's orientate ourselves correctly.
Okay.
So we have the migration of workforce, and we have the refugee movement of refugees. So if you travel to Germany to seek for asylum,
Okay.
we'll have to talk about different topics there. But
Okay.
if you travel to Germany with the purpose of getting a job,
Okay.
meaning you came with the either the job seeker visa or the opportunity card,
Okay.
there are steps to take that may not be necessary for somebody who comes to look for asylum.
Okay.
So now let's say we don't know your status, but you find yourself in Germany.
Sure.
So I'm going to talk about that for now. So
Okay.
you find yourself in Germany, you don't know your right from your left.
Yeah, one way or the
But
other, you are here.
You only know your life will be better in Germany.
Sure.
That's why you're here.
Sure.
So in that case, the first thing you have to be thinking of is how to get yourself a legal status.
Okay.
So to get yourself a legal status, you can't do without the language. So I know a lot of people, they start looking for paper, meaning how to get it fast.
Okay.
And they ignore the language aspect. Most go straight into having kids so they can have paper, or most go straight into having marriage so they can have paper.
Okay.
So aside that, let's say you've done all you can do so you get your paper. Now, because we want to focus on integration.
Sure.
So once you are done with what you want to do so you can have your legal status, because it's your life. Once you got that paper, the integration part is very important.
Okay.
First thing first, if you have not learned a language or you've got the A2 or B1, it's not enough. Move to the next stage, which should be B2,
Okay.
and look for associations that are actively involved in the integration process from the perspective of the community. What I mean is Osara, for instance, Top Afrique, Yapa. We have a lot of African associations that are actively involved in the integration process. Those associations, they have funding from the state already. For most of the activities, we can get funding.
Oh, okay. So that means
If
that
you
when
find
you get
yourself here,
when you get associated with them, they can help you even get funding to integrate.
not that you don't need funding to integrate yourself. The integration here we are talking about is to be able to who you have come to live with.
Okay.
So with the association, we know how to pinch the people. We know how they tick, as they say in German. So when you get to the association, you can learn how to approach issues with the people, how to communicate things with them. If it's at the workplace, how to communicate with the people at the workplace so that they can see your value and respect you for that. Because language barrier can also frustrate people on the workplace. I mean, when they've already settled, they have their papers and they have a job. Still, it doesn't end there because the knowledge of the culture, or let's say the intercultural background or the intercultural know-how is very important also for you.
Okay.
Normally also for the German. But because we're in a minority, they don't always look at what the German needs to know about us, but they really focus on what we need to know about them.
Okay.
So for me, let's do our homework first. And we can teach them what they don't know about us. But if we cannot communicate with them, we'll always be Integration means first know the language so you can communicate with the people, and when you find yourself here, look for associations because they know the people. We have been dealing with the people. We will tell you, okay, you join the association, learn the language. After learning the language, how do you communicate with the people? Where do you find the Germans to communicate with? Because even a lot of my students have been complaining they don't have German friends. They don't know where to go and practice their German. So when you join associations, we have partners where activities take place where you can only speak German. So in the course of the activities, you will find yourself in a corner where the people only speak German. So by force, you will try to speak your little German. And if you build on that, gradually you feel comfortable in the language. That's in a private, let's say in a different context. But if it's in the workplace, you are working already, but you still think you are not integrated enough, then the association can also guide you into how to communicate best with your German colleagues. What are the do's and what are the don'ts?
Okay.
So first place to go is to look for associations where you don't just find the people from your country. If the association is only made of the people from your country and only dealing with topics that have to do with your country, you will not make any progress because you will just be creating what you call parallel gesellschaft. You create a cluster for yourself. You have a Ghanaian community in Germany, but living in Ghana in Germany.
Okay.
Like in your dealings, in your topics, in your everything is Ghanaian.
Okay.
But you want to integrate, meaning you have to open up for the other people to get close. So
Okay.
meaning you have to go to also places where you find only these people or activities that involve those people as well, so that both cultures can come into contact. So we can have intercultural activities. So we have groups or clubs or associations where they organize activities like cooking, where only people from different countries come together to cook. Or we have even the dancing clubs where people come. And the singing, if you have the amateur choir groups,
Okay.
me personally, I would recommend anything that has to do with intensive production of the language, meaning drama, acting, singing. Because personally, this is what I did myself as a young student of the language when I still was at the school.
Okay.
You sing a lot in the language. Indirectly, you are processing a lot. If you can act, meaning you have learned a whole lot of text that you are now bringing out, you are producing. It makes you respond spontaneously when you are speaking with people without looking too long for your words. So if you don't do those activities you may have C1 certificate, you still cannot communicate. You cannot flow with the people. Because in your home, you don't have anybody that you have to speak German with by force. You have people who speak English or your language, so automatically you won't get it done. So get to the associations and look for activities that involve both cultures. This is how we can integrate. Because so a lot of things that people don't know about that, we complain, but it's not in their school curriculum. It's our school curriculum that we have. They've burdened us with the topics that have to do with the West. But the West never took time to work on topics that have to do with Africa. So if we want to be part of the change, we have to start doing it ourselves, teaching the people things about us. But in the language they understand best is in their language. That one, there is nothing we can do about that.
Okay. So Prof, the next question is, there are types of documentations. And some documents are heavier than others. So any document that I have, does it qualify me to learn, to come to school and learn, or I need to work a little bit before I am qualified to get to the state to help me learn, or get to you to help me learn?
Okay, first, when you talk about learning a language, you mean it taking part in a official or let's say traditional classical language course.
Yeah, sure.
So the language class, what people should know is a language class is a service. Like you go to the restaurant to buy, you don't need to show your residence permit.
Yeah.
It's a service you've come to get provided for.
Okay.
If you want to rent a hotel, okay, yeah, they will see your passport, but they don't need your residence permit. So language course should be understood as a service. I want to learn the language, I have money, I pay, you give me the language course.
Okay.
Now, this is the private language class. If you want to take part in a state-funded course, which we call either an integration class or the Berufssprach course, the business-oriented German course, which is funded by the state. Anything that the state has to fund directly, you must have the required legal status for that.
Okay.
Either you are asylum seeker, you've started the process, then the state may come in and help with the language class, or you are married here, you have your legal status through marriage, family reunion.
Okay.
That will the state come in. If your husband or your spouse, either husband and wife or wife, if they are working and they can earn up to a certain amount, the government will sponsor your class only 50%. Because the other 50%, your husband or the other spouse can pay it.
Okay.
But if you want to be on your own, learn a language on your own, you don't need any resident. You don't need to show your resident permit, because the language school is not the immigration office.
Some of us, Prof, I am hearing this for the first time, that somebody comes in, he's even not documented, but if he wants to learn the language, he can come in and learn.
Yeah, a lot of informations are not getting to our people because of the lack of experience. What I mean is, the language schools, they've used to dealing with people who come with their legal status for either state-funded course or tourists who want to learn, or people who are already established or they have the legal status. They are used to that.
Okay.
So automatically, people draw the conclusion that, before you go to any language school to learn, you must have this status, that status. Now, until I got involved in the management of the language courses or the administration of language courses, I didn't know the school people were afraid to go to school because of their legal status.
Yeah, people a lot.
Myself in the administration, then I realized that you don't need it before you can come to learn the language, because what you need is even to write the exams, the state exam, not the one funded by the state.
Okay.
I mean the TELC and normally the TELC exams, QT exam. You don't need a residence permit. You need only an ID. Your ID could be your passport. What we need is the data page to see if the person there is you. That's what we are allowed to check. We are not allowed to check your legal status because it's none of our business as a school. So people know that. But because of lack of experience, people, a lot of school might say no, they want to see your legal status before they admit you. So you should just go to the school who know it, because you can't fight that. So if you have people who are in that situation, they should just talk to you, and then you know where to come. Because once you find yourself in this country, you should start learning language from day one. So nothing should prevent you from that.
Wow. Thank you very much, Prof, for the education. I think we are going to get back to you one of these days and sit with you one-on-one so that we get to know more about these things, because I think the Ghanaian or the African community, most of us are lacking when it comes to these informations that you are giving us. It's all because of fear, or it's all because of lack of information. So I think we'll get to your offices one of these days. We'll bring our cameras, and the prof himself will sit us down. Then we would get to know these informations, and our people will also get to know it. But lastly, before you leave us, if I am coming, I'm not documented, I'm coming. Does it come with a fee?
The language courses are open to everybody. Either we are not interested, as I said, we are not interested in your legal status. Once you can pay, everybody is supposed to pay for the language fees.
Okay.
Unless you are sponsored by the government.
Okay.
If you are sponsored by the government, it means you have your legal status already, or everything is in check, or one way or the other, the state is funding. When the state is funding, that is a different case. But
Okay.
if you want to fund it yourself, we have the private courses, and then we have courses run by associations for free.
Okay.
We have courses run by associations for free because those associations are already funded by the state.
Oh.
Of course, to help people who don't have anything. So the thing is funny. The state knows that there are people who don't have any document. They don't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
So the state still gives funding to those associations to help those people to learn things, to learn the language. Even the medical
Yeah.
we have the diaconia. Who don't have anything, and also for Germans who don't have
Health insurance.
health insurance. Yeah. So the state knows that there are people who don't have anything, but medical services are a human right, as the woman told me. So from the United Nations, we have a fund that Hamburg also is. It's also allocated to Hamburg. So anybody who doesn't have paper or whatever, it's the person is a German who doesn't have health insurance, or the person is a foreigner who doesn't have anything, they can take care of the person, even from checks to treatment.
Wow.
So whosoever is fall into those categories, the people should just contact Top Africa. I want everything to be right in check. So the people should come to Top Africa, then we take it from there.
All right. So if you are in doubt, or if you want more clarifications, get to radio or get to Top Africa as an IFAO, and we're going to do every necessary thing to help you go through the process very well. Thank you very much, Prof. And as I promised, very soon, this month or next month, sorry, we'll come to you and get more information on this for our community. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Take care.
All right. Bye.
Ciao.
Bye. So this is Prof. Hayford. This section is sponsored by Actions Mens, and we are doing it as it's supposed to be done. This is Radio Top Africa. We are streaming live on all our media platforms. On Facebook, it's Radio Top Africa. On YouTube, it's Radio Top Africa. On TikTok, it's Radio Top Africa. I'm here with my team, and we are going to look at integration, as we rightly said, and we'll take the last topic. Then we are out of your way. So this is what Prof said, gentlemen. Osei, what did you take from this? I'm shocked about certain things that he said.
Personally, I am not shocked because I think,
you've had an encounter with Prof.
I have been meeting Prof. Prof is my boss, and that we be having a lot of discussion outside behind closed doors and that. But what I'm surprised is there being an organization catering for people which without
document.
That was the thing that amazes me. And
so there are a lot of information out there that the African community
this
is not
what
aware
I was
of.
telling you, that I came to say that some of our people who came earlier on has not been of good help.
Yeah. Okay,
that was why I said
they are hiding. Do you think they are hiding information?
It can be that they don't even know.
Okay, they might also not
because
know.
Their mind is fixed on one part. So
making money.
Yes, making money is the.
Also, the same thing applies that some of us have been here over a decade. So this information, some of us, it is even new to us.
Yeah,
so I might also not know.
Yeah. So
somebody will see me and say, this man even is at Top Africa and he's hiding information from us.
But my few years, just some few months I have been talking with Prof. I came to understand that there are a lot of stuff that is happening that through him we can achieve.
Sure.
So that was why I used to say, no, then there should be a new change in our system.
Yeah.
Our Ghanaian community should be up and doing. We should start also advocating. It shouldn't be like use this channel always the normal conversation as well. When you get here, do this and do that.
Those two channels.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to have a way, and it should change. If some people came to set a standard, we can also change the standard too.
Sure.
Provided we've all decided we want to stay here in Deutschland, we have to also have a way. It cannot always be that same two
way,
ways.
yeah, it's true.
And it's causing so much problem to our Ghanaian community.
Yeah.
So why can't we also have another trend? As to we also wanting to live a life that is okay for us.
Sure.
Because we whether we like it or yes, we are living in Germany now. And provided you want to live in Germany, there are many things we also have to learn and know.
Yeah.
So if you always go by the normal routine, that means you're not getting on the right path.
Sure.
It cannot always be that, and some Muslim men becomes the problem,
here,
the vulnerables here.
Yeah, it's
you know. So it is about time. For this advocacy, I have been telling Mr. Otabe that I want to take it on. That it should start from somewhere.
You know,
we should start educating those also coming, joining us. That this is the trend. If we start doing that, maybe things will change.
So the way is Radio Stop Africa. If you are new in Hamburg, get connected to Top Africa. If you are new in Hamburg, don't listen to any other person.
even if you are not new,
Yes.
and you want to know
More,
about
get
the
connected to
system
Top
here.
Africa.
Yeah.
Desmond John Betty is always around. He's an open-minded man. He's a young man. He's not old. He's a young man. And he will take you through most of the processes. And that is what he does. And Prof is also part of Top Africa. He handles Ever Radio.
Yeah.
When it comes to radio, he's the head of Ever Radio with Radio Top Africa. Yes, because Radio Top Africa has an Ever Radio that deals with only Ever language. So he is also in Top Africa. So get to us and we're going to enlighten you more on this. So Scarecrow, what did you learn from the things that he said? Where were you shocked? What is new to you in the things that he said?
Okay, for me, I'm not so shocked because you know I came here through a table tennis club. Here.
Okay.
So you know when you are close to the Germans, they open up
everything to you.
To you, especially when they need you.
So you see, Scarecrow also knows much, but he is hiding. So he's part of the old.
Yeah, because we have not no. Yeah, he's also part of the problem, Scarecrow. Because Scarecrow,
he knows.
We've been having a lot of conversations, and that if you have these information and you are just keeping them to yourself.
No, I'm not.
That is why today you are telling me that
he's not shocked.
You're already tired. You want to go back.
Yeah.
So it means you are going back with all this knowledge.
No, it's not that I'm tired here, but you see how I came here is different. And I don't know it because it's sports, and I don't know how you came here. You understand? So it might be different. But you ask me. I know a lot about it.
Okay.
You understand? Because they try to do a lot of things for me, my lawyer, everything for me to stay. And like I said, if they need you, because they want to use my talent, not free, you understand? They cannot just pick someone on the street and say, we want to give you the details here, you understand? So, sorry for that, but it's not all that new to me. But what I want to say is that there is a difference between migration and integration.
Yeah.
You see, when the reason why the Germans always want to push the people who are not integrating well is that, we Africans, we normally come here, we do normal jobs, Amazon, DHL, you understand. But they want us to learn something. Maybe you can be a painter in Germany, you understand. You can be a plumber, you understand. There's a whole lot of works here. That work allows you to integrate here.
Okay.
But you cannot come and say you want to be a cleaning. You are in Germany, you want to be a cleaner, you want to have document. No. But if you are a tiler, you are a painter, you are a plumber, carpentry and joinery, like.
So in conclusion, you are talking about you being a skilled worker.
Yes. Even now, Trump says he wants still workers to come and work for him. You understand? But if you say you want to come and work, what work are you come to do here? Oh, I just want to work. Clean, you go home, you sleep. No, that is not integration. You understand? They want to get something from you. Like you have to come here for a purpose. Not just, oh, you do cleaning here, you are working. No, that is not work for the Germans. That's why it's difficult for them to accept people in that kind of category. So, but if you learn something, maybe you go to IT school, you see here when you do Osbidon, that same place, they will pick you. They will pick you. You can go to IT school. Kofi Pages, he came here to learn software.
And finally back to Ghana?
Yes, and he went back to Ghana, you understand. The German government pays everything for him. He never paid a penny for all these things. Then he went back to Ghana. That is what we're supposed to do. Like I was saying the last time, that we have to live for a purpose, not for a comfort. When you are here, you feel comfortable. No crimes, no robbery. You understand? You feel okay when you are sick because you pay your taxes. The ambulance is there. The Krankenwagen picks you. You have your Krankenkasse. But if you stay in a comfort zone, you remain there forever. We have to go back. That's why we said Osajifo, when he travels to America, he saw that America is a very comfort place. But that didn't deter his vision to stay in America. He learned something and added to what he was having. He spent and tried to liberate the people. What change? You have to have it in mind that don't do only DHL. Try to do something. Maybe you can add some value to banana to make it juice, so that when you go to Ghana, you can also establish your own, how do you call it, company. Something like that, you understand? But if you say you want to stay here, you do cleaning, you do this, you understand? It's not good. It's not good at all, because when I came here, when I was in like Luxembourg and I came here, when they see my talent, they say, no, we have to make you a coach. I say, why? They say, no, we want to make you a coach, a trainer. I was shocked. But when I was playing table tennis in Ghana, nobody respects me. I have to even pay money
before they allow you to play.
But when I came here, immediately I play like 3 shots. Just for training, not in a serious competition match. They say we have to employ you as a trainer and also a table tennis player. I was shocked to hear this. You understand? And they want to find where I'm staying, my address. Am I okay? So these things makes you comfortable. You see that you were nobody in your country, but when you came here, they are treating you like a king. You understand? So when they are treating you like a king, why do you then want to go back? Like I said, we cannot stay here forever. We must go and also implement this kind of skill, knowledge to the people in our community.
All right. So in the next 5 minutes, we'll be out of here. But let's talk about this for just 5 minutes and we are here. On 28th of November 2025, there is going to be Miss Kenya Germany. Okay. Miss Kenya Germany is having a moon event in Hamburg. It's between the hours of 8 p.m. till 5 a.m. in the morning. DJ Ras Jamaica and DJ Punizo will be our DJs. The VIP section is 60 euros. Regular is 50 and the after party is 20 euros. You can get your tickets at eventbrite.de and you would enjoy it. Miss Kenya Germany. Or say Miss Kenya Germany.
I'll be there.
Is it that now the Africans are understanding ourselves and we are integrating?
It's Otabel. I think this is all part of the conversations we've been having for a long time.
We have Eunice on the line here, Chemano.
Hey.
She is
my boss.
She is the youth organizer for Ghana Union in Hamburg.
Fantastic.
And there are things that we need to clarify from Eunice. This is Radio Top Africa. We are live on air. Chamano, good evening, madam.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, we put Chamano on the spot. We know she's a she communicates very good, so she would. Yeah, she has everything on top of her fingers.
Yeah, very, very good lady.
Chamano, we were talking about integration in Germany, and we had Prof. Hayford online, and he told us about how we have to integrate. But it's like the information he gave us, we are not aware. So the discussion here was that means that the Ghana Union should up their game and basically get to us and get us more information, so that it wouldn't be only those two ways that we can get documents, and even how to integrate becomes difficult because we don't have the information. So the question is, what is Ghana Union, you being the youth organizer, doing to help the youth in Germany so that we can know the areas and how we can integrate?
Okay, thank you so much, and good evening to your listeners worldwide. So, yes, I'm head chairman, but when it comes to matters of, I'll say, importance, I would rather prefer you call me Eunice
Nyakwa.
Exactly, yes.
Yes, madam.
Yes, because the head chairman is my social media name. I think that this topic is a really very important.
Very important.
So that I can switch into the, not the head chairman mood, but rather the, okay, so thanks for the opportunity. Now, it is typical, yes, the Ghana Union Hamburg in itself, it's a union, it's an umbrella union for organizations. So Ghana Union in itself is not, is initially our constitution was that individuals, you can't get up and be a member of the union. It means that to be a member of Ghana Union, you do it through what group you belong to. Say the churches, the mosque, the Bunukuo, Asantemankuo, all those people. So the leaders in those groups, because ideally, let's say once you communicate to Ghanaians in Hamburg, Ghanaians in Hamburg, we have I think the second largest majority of Ghanaians living in the diaspora, Hamburg. So if we want to channel an information or discuss and outline what our challenges are as a people, we thought it wise, or those who started this organization thought it wise that it will be easier to negotiate with the leaders of the groups rather than having 6,000 people discussing on a topic. That is why we made it an umbrella. But moving forward, we have realized that most of the younger generations, some of them don't go to church, some of them don't go to the mosque. So we have amended the constitution, and now individuals can be part of the Ghana. That is just to clarify. Now, in a large extent, if you tell me you don't see the impact of Ghana Union in your daily lives, you are right and wrong at the same time, because we negotiate with your leaders in your various organizations. Maybe I'm not putting blame, but I'm going to say that maybe the information, they don't go, this information is coming from Ghana Union, but they just put it out there because Ghana Union, we do a lot for the Ghanaian community. Before the consulate here in Hamburg came, we were bringing periodically the embassy from Berlin to Hamburg so that you do the capturing, the fingerprints and all that. So your passport, you don't need to travel to
Okay. So that initiative was from Ghana Union?
Yes, those initiatives were Ghana Union initiatives, yes. So and then also in terms of when somebody loses their life, which happens to us very common, I will give all of us strength and wish all of us condolences. This year 2025 has been one of the most challenging years for all of us in Hamburg, especially the Ghana Union Hamburg executives. Minimum a week we get a call, somebody is dead here, so we have to work towards the person, whether the person is documented or non-documented, we take it from there. And also we do a lot of hospital visits. Those ones you don't even know because we do it as executives. So as I'm talking to you now, we got a call this evening that a woman has been discharged and who is available will take up to go and see her. So we do a lot. Just that I think the way we are communicating, we are not visible enough. We are not using the social media platforms enough. And I think we are not even using Top Africa as an organization or a radio station, community radio enough. Now, when you talk about integration, as Hayford said, it is very, very important. Now, people always ask, what is Ghana Union doing for us? We also put it to them. I always ask the youth, what are you doing for the country Ghana? Because I remember last year when Honorable the Ambassador Gina Blay was leaving her last term of office.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw. We organized a meetup so that she wished us goodbye and then sent out what. And in that meeting, less than 20 Ghanaians were there. You understand? So we are bent on what they will receive from the Ghana Union. But when we call for meetings, come, let's deliberate. Let's ask, what are the problems? What are the challenges? If you tell me migration is your problem, migration is not my problem, or integration is not my problem.
Okay.
It means that if I'm on an executive board, I will not channel integration because it's not my personal problem. So if we call for community meetings and you don't come and tell, oh, Eunice, it's not about, let's say, or passport, no, but rather integration is our problem, then we say, okay, fine. People have given a broader view about integration. So, because I always say this, it is not, one person cannot do it, and we cannot know all the problems that we face in our lives. When you pick two Ghanaians who are living in Hamburg, and tell them they should give you 5 problems each of them are encountering. The fact is that they will outline different problems. So it means that community meeting is important. But here is a case when you call for the community meeting, they will not come because of they will complain the weather, it's raining, it's cold, and they will not come. And then they will be complaining. I don't know how they want us to do this, because sometimes we used to organize even online meetings, and you can clearly see some of them, their microphone will be on. You can see they are cooking, they are distracted. Some of them will be in the train, they will be in the bus, and it's distracting, you understand?
Okay.
So if they are asking what the community, what Ghana Union is doing for them, they should ask, are they willing? When we call for community meeting, how is their engagement? How do they behave when we call for them? They don't come. They don't come. So I don't know, at this point, when they ask what the Ghana Union is not visible enough, how are they also, which eyes are they looking to search for the visibility of the Ghana Union Hamburg?
Maybe they are talking of visibility because you, as you rightly said, you don't use the community media a lot to communicate. There might not be a source of like a medium for them to basically get to know what you are doing.
And they always, the fact is that they know that, oh, we don't know Ghana Union, but I bet you when there's an issue, they know where to get us.
Oh, okay. So when there's an issue, they can get to Eunice Nyakuma, or they can get to.
Of course, they will call me, they will call Auntie Sarah, they will call someone. They know Pastor Felix, for instance. When there's a problem, they will call Pastor Felix. But when they call Pastor Felix, they don't know that Pastor Felix is working on the wings of Ghana Union.
Oh, okay.
Because when they call us, we don't say anything, we just do the work. And I don't know whether it's dicey. Well, of course, I'm not refuting the fact that we can do more, we have to be more visible and all that, but I'm also pleading with the Ghanaians living in Hamburg. They should come. Community engagement. I bet you when you call for meetings, when you call for, they don't show. It's like they are always busy with their lives until there's a problem. Then they realize, oh, Ghana Union, my main friend Ghana Union, So it's this thing, and we need to also use, I'll say, Radio Top Afrique a lot with communication and also getting to the community at large.
All right. So this is Eunice Nyakua. She is the youth organizer of Ghana Union Hamburg. Thank you, Eunice Nyakua. What is your next engagement so that we can mobilize as many youth as we can for this community engagement? If it has been fixed.
Not yet.
All right.
But then currently we are going to open from next week. We are going to open a platform for the youth here.
Okay.
We have a lot of platforms here on what I don't know if you are on some of them.
No, I'm not on any of them.
We have the Hamburg Youth Wing platform.
Okay.
Ghana Union Hamburg Youth Wing platform, which we are about a lot of. I'll just go on my WhatsApp and check. We have about 124 members already. We have another one that is the Ghanaian family in Hamburg. Wow. That one we have over 300 followers or 300 Ghanaians in that. And we talk about a lot of things, even how to get papers. One of the various ways. It's not, we always channel this. I say you don't need to always migrate illegally to Germany. There are some of the people, when you look at their profile, they can migrate legally here. But nowadays, you see that they will just follow the old trend. So I'll plead with you and the viewers and the listeners that they should keep their eyes on the ground. They shouldn't only call Ghana Union when they have a problem. Even if you have an idea, you have a vision, you have anything that stumps you. Oh, Eunice, I think childcare, let's do this together. What do you think about this? We are open. So as I said, from next week, we are going to have a platform for the youth. We are trying to build, let's say, a youth board. We want about 10 youth from the community, vibrant youth. We will sit down and brainstorm and see how we can target or tackle the problems in our community. We need to outsource the problems from priority. What are the problems we should attack first? Currently, if you have the records, sudden death of Ghanaians, young mothers,
young mothers,
fathers,
and it's so painful.
Exactly. What is the problem? What is going on? We need to see what is really going on, and then how we can channel this to the consulate that is here in Hamburg, and then moving forward, if we can save or help ourselves. I was talking with a Kenyan friend already, and they have a support system here that is being backed by their governments and all that. So I think it's something that we can put into our system. As you know, Otabel, Top Africa, you were last week Saturday, you were at a dinner, and we happened to meet KOD. As you said, you were there yourself, you witnessed, there were a lot of exchange of innovative and ideas that is going to help or better the welfare of Ghanaians living here in Hamburg and diaspora at large. So with this opportunity, only the executives cannot do it. We need hands on deck. We need them to come. When we call for meeting, they should come. Or before, they shouldn't wait to get a problem before they call any of the executives. Our doors are always open. Dr. Menu is always available. You can talk to. I'm here. I'm always roaming about on social media. You can always catch me on social media. So yes, our doors are open. If even they don't know that Ghana Union, you can always call us if you have an idea. We are sampling at this point ideas. What are our problems? What are our challenges? I think together we can do this. Not only the executives of the Ghana Union.
You know, I'm so passionate about Ghana Union and the youth.
Exactly.
I think some of us will be readily available when the call comes.
Me.
And we'll champion the cause. Trust me.
I'll also join.
Scarecrow is also ready to join. Osei is ready to join. We're going to champion the cause and make sure that things are done well.
Yeah. That would be very great. That would be very great.
Thank you very much, Herr Chamano. And we'll meet at the corner very soon.
But
I'm coming over. You know.
Yeah, I want to say something to her.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, Scarecrow wants to say something?
Yeah, Mami, you know, she's doing very good job on the social media.
Okay.
Yes, because I always watch her videos and the way she's educating
people.
Oh my God.
She has
brains.
God. She has the brains, right?
A lot. If I become president, she's not my wife, but she'll be my first lady.
How is that
possible?
Yes, it can be.
Possible. Presidential first lady.
Yeah, it's there.
Wow.
Because, you know, we need such kind of idea. That's why we say that the leader doesn't control the system. We need board, people like this. They will think behind the president. And I like, no, she's very good. Very good.
Thumbs up to her, Chairman.
How they can save their money here, how they can, even if they want to go back to Ghana and establish some business. No, she's doing very well.
It's about time for recently she's speaking for brother, so we have to protect her.
We will do that. No,
thank you very much.
I support everything that she's doing.
Very soon, we are hoping she maintain that same position.
She will maintain her position.
No problem. No.
Eunice will meet at the corner. Eunice also works with Radio Top Africa. Sure. She's the vice president of Top Africa. And she works also for radio. She works with Radio Top Africa. She works on
she also
media
introduced
trends.
me to
and she
Top
introduced Scarecrow to Top Africa. So Eunice, you are doing a yeoman's job. We appreciate you and we are so proud of you being part of us. We'll meet at the corner very soon.
Thank you, Scarecrow. Thank you to your panel. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
So that is Herr Chemano Eunice Nyakwa on the line from Ghana Union. Guys, let's wrap up and
days belong on this.
Yes. So as we rightly said, there is an event, Miss Kenya Germany. Let me check. My boss has posted it, so I have to talk about it. Miss Kenya, Germany. Let me check. A moment. I would get back right away soon. There is an event going on in Hamburg. It's I lost the.
It's on the screen.
Okay, so Miss Kenya, Germany is happening on the 28th. That is Friday, 2025, between the hours of 8 p.m. through to 5 a.m. Jack, if you're a Kenyan, if you're an African, you have to be there. Because, Charlie, the Kenyan ladies are top notch. I have seen slim and, how do I put it, ladylike ladies. But when it comes to Kenyan ladies, their slimness and their ladylike are the exact style the Ghanaian men like.
Called the pride of Africa.
Yes, they are our tastes. So, Charlie, the Ghanaian men, let's see you around. The Nigerian men, let me see you around. The Togolese, the Beninois, and all the African countries, and especially the Dutchess who like the slim ones. So let's see you around on the 28th of November 2025 between the hours of 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. It is sponsored by the Diaspora Insurance, Lemfi, Competence Alliance, and the rest. So Radio Top Africa, I'm sure we are going to be there definitely, and we are going to do our thing. Lastly, it is the show. The show, you see, I've not DJed before, but this show, if you are not careful, I'll DJ. Yes. It is the show. Radio Top Africa is going to hold the top DJs night. Our first show for 2026. Hey, that is what we are going to do on the 7th of February 2026 between the hours of 6 p.m. through to 3 to 4 a.m. We are going to do the do. We are going to do the do. We are going to have top DJs from Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, and the rest of the Africa countries. We are going to dance to the music. It is in collaboration with Kizomba Roots. To be Gobe. If you want to enjoy Gobe, come between the hours of 6 to 8 p.m. Enjoy your Gobe. And from 8 p.m. upwards, it's going to be the Kizomba, the Salsa, and the rest. Those of you who want to learn the Kizomba, want to do the do, come around, and DJ Ben, who is known as Ben the Kizomba man, who works with us, is going to do the Kizomba and the Salsa. He's going to teach, tell you the moves, show you the moves, how to hold the woman and dance with it. I'll be the first person to be there and to be doing the dancing stuff because I want to learn the Kizomba. And from 8 p.m. you have the DJ Bleed is going to be around. You are going to have DJ Junior is going to be around. Some DJs from Cameroon and some DJs from Nigeria are going to be around, and they are going to do it as you know. So come, let the Nigerians come, let the Angolans come, let the Cameroonians come, the Kenyans come around and come and do the dancing. We are charging a very small fee. So next week we are going to bring out our charges, and trust me, it is strictly not by invitation, but strictly how do I put it? Security is going to be top notch. Security, not that anybody just enters because you bought your ticket, you can enter anyhow and do. No. There is security in and outside. When it comes to Radio Top Africa, we want to do it and do it well. If you are not doing it, we are not doing it. But when we are doing it, we are doing it and doing it well. So security is going to be top notch. We are going to make sure that security is there. So if you fool around, we push you away. It doesn't matter whether you have tickets or not. So comport yourself. Let's all come and have fun. Enjoy the show, and it's going to be once every month. So the first Saturday of every month is going to be there. If you want to get our t-shirts for the Kizomba night, just book a copy. No. Pass by Radio Top Africa and just write your name and tell us, Charlie, your program. I want a t-shirt. We will hand you over a very nice t-shirt at an affordable fee, and it's going to be powerful. Colleagues, what are your last messages? Then we round up. Or say your last messages for the day.
Yeah, Mr. Otabe, I think a lot have been said and a lot has been heard today. We've also learned a lot. And I think to our Ghanaian family, this should also give us a way as to making our steps very closer to Radio Top Africa and adding more information as to how to integrate into the system and other most pressing needs here in Germany, Hamburg. And that there is more opportunities here that when you come, people are ready to educate, inform, and give us the right channels to follow and help in our daily lives and activities here in Germany. So, greetings to everyone out there. Enjoy your weekends and stay blessed. And a special greeting goes to ACP Savior.
No, you have the chance to make all your shout-outs for December.
No, this is our last meeting, right?
Yeah, this is not our last, but when it comes to breakfast show, this is our last meeting. So you can do all your shout-outs.
Like I said, greetings to ACP Savior Ahmedi, deputies out there. Thank you for praying for me day in, day out. And I promise to be a good person to the society. For me day in, day out. And I promise to be a good person to the society. God bless you all.
So, Scarecrow, your last words and your shout-out to anybody you want to.
I have a lot of people to give shout
out.
Yeah,
just give it to them.
For me, the last thing I will say is that if you look at what we discussed today, is to tell you that we have a big security problems in Ghana.
Yeah, very big one.
Very, very big. So I'm still calling on the youth of Ghana. Mm-hmm. We should team up, come together as one people, put our party, partisan politics aside, and make sure that we always put Ghana first so that we can end this Fourth Republic regime. Because it has been there since 36 good years. We must learn from the youth of Sri Lanka. We must learn from the youth of Nepal. We must learn from the youth of Bangladesh. You understand?
Sure.
They gathered against their bad leaders and they took over the country. If we don't do that, and we say, oh, MPP was good, NDC was good, MPP was good, we will still remain wherever we are.
Okay.
So, Wasajifu gave some policies. That is what I want to use it as my last words. Then we run up. The first one is love of country.
Okay.
We must love Ghana as ourselves because we need to create a new Ghana whereby the people are having the continent, the country at heart, and also Africa at heart. So we must have, the first one is love of country. Mm-hmm. We must love Ghana as ourselves. The second one is discipline and obedience. We have to be disciplined for Ghana. The third one is honesty and morality. We have to be honest for Ghana at all times. That's why when they appoint you, your father will call you, hey, is that place good? Can you get money there? They will not tell you to work hard for Ghana for the next generation. No, it must come to an end. You understand? The fourth one is punctuality. We don't respect our time in Ghana. When you ask them to come to work 8 o'clock, by 7:40, that is when he wake up from the bed and will be calling and making unnecessary excuse. Osajifu said that always be stronger than your best excuse.
But this is why you have, I keep saying that then Honorable Kennedy Japan should be brought, because that kind of discipline, that is what he is best at. Okay. But you always disagree with me when I say Honorable Kennedy. When it comes to this discipline, he has been doing it and he has records as to his workers. When you come late, you'll be sacked.
Sure.
He making sure punctuality and regularity is a thing. It's part of his DNA. And I've been telling you and advocating that
he's the best one. When we do, Ken, I'll come inside. I just want to give shout out. The fifth one I like so much, protection of state property. We have to protect Ghana's property at all cost. I told you that we were having 19 cargo ships. All of them is gone. Kadip Match Factory is gone. Bogatanga Meat Factory is gone. Bogatanga Rice Mill Factory is gone. Kumasi Jute Factory is gone. We are now importing jute bags from India. The sixth one is reliability and secrecy. We cannot call you today, oh, I have to go here, so let's make it this time, let's make it. No, if you are not reliable, you cannot work in his government. The seventh one, that is dear to my heart, comradeship and forbearance. That is what Osajifu used to kick out tribalism in Ghana. He said he doesn't want to hear people calling like your friend by his name. You call him my brother, my sister, or comrade. He doesn't want to hear, hey, Kwajovi, Gbagbelegu, then you know that, hey, this guy is from here. That's what he used to kick out terrorism, tribalism in Ghana. And the 8th one is love of work. If you ask all our leaders under this 4th Republic regime, from J.J. Rawlings, PNDC to 4th Republic, they will tell you that the Ghanaians that they were working in those factories, they were not having the work at heart. They were stealing money. So they collapsed their job. That's why they also said, so the companies, it must come to an end. We must work for the next generation, not for yourself only. You understand? The 9th one is field craft. Field craft. We have to be innovative and creative. You understand? It's not like they ask you to go and do something here and you have problem. Hey, let me call director. No, you have to use your common sense. Try to solve the problem. If you cannot solve it, then you call the people who are in charge. The 10th one is selfless. Selfless. Don't be a selfish person. You are the most handsome man. They should give all the women in Germany to you. You want to take all the monies in Ghana because you can speak loud. You know how to use money. You know how to drive Rolls Royce. It must come to an end. That's why when he died, he was not having a house.
Operation Capture New Jabbing, right? Is that your place? Operation Capture New Jabbing. That is your place, right?
We'll get there.
You will get there.
Yes. So Operation Capture New Jabbing. That is 2032 or 2028.
We'll get there. We'll go and support Scarecrow.
You know,
we have to let them.
I'm going for Wejagbawe as an independent candidate.
Good.
Okay, then Operation Capture Wejagbawe, and I now understand why recently you have been talking about Jerry. I don't understand.
See, the last one.
I thought one be the time is not yet.
Yeah. No. The last one I want to end is strive for effortedness. When you see that your friend is, when they said, Afenyo Markin make a comment in the parliament house that they stole containers, thousands of containers. But he was saying that the MPs should not pretend as if they don't know anything about it. Because then these people, they were in the parliament house when the containers lost thousands. So, Osajifo, when you see something that, hey, Otabi is doing something and it's not good, Scarecrow is doing, go and report to the authorities. Go and report. This character, that is why we are so, I don't know our mindset, because he was trying to put us on the life of how the white people also live. You understand? They say, enter the train with the value, take it. They do it. But Ghana, I see myself, mommy, the car is over. It takes only 12 people, it's over. The lady will beg you to put her someplace. But if the car gets problem, then they will put your name on top. It must come to an end. So the 4th Republic, the Ghana youth, we need to create a new Ghana whereby we have systems and structures.
Amazing Ghana.
Thank you.
Any shout out?
Yeah, the shout out goes to, I have a lot. Okay, the shout out goes to my friends, my fans, and I think that is all, because I don't want to mention it. If I mention it, they say he didn't mention my name. So
let me read the messages.
Thank you.
I love the first message, man. Let me take off my glasses. That one I can read it well. This is from Ellen Sewabunsu, my only mother. My mother says I look so good, man. Let me put on the space again for my mother to see.
Yeah.
He says my only first fruit looks so good. And this is from Silta Abdul Khalid. Silta Abdul Khalid. He says that energy war is the next big war. That war that the world is facing now. Niger can be a stakeholder if positioned well. Hayford says that this is a great show and serious topic. Hayford likes the topic. He says his greetings from Hamburg, from Hayford. Thank you very much, colleagues. And let me end by saying that we, as a team from Radio Top Africa, want to thank everybody who has been coming through the sun, through the rain, coming to our shows. Osei has been here, Kofi, Scarecrow, and the rest of the political team. Charles, the team from the NDC, they have been coming as and when they are needed. They have been doing a yeoman's job. We say shout outs to everybody and thank you very much. And next year is going to be a serious year for Radio Top Africa. Things are going to change. We are going to specifically do things that are good. Is going to benefit the African community here in Hamburg. Very educative. Trust us, and you would enjoy our shows. Thank you to the numero uno producer in Hamburg, Johnny Amuakon. He has been coming. When he's even not here, he has to produce from the house. And it hasn't been easy, you know. It hasn't been easy, you know, being in Europe, having a family, and being on radio, helping the community through radioing. We are not paid. It hasn't been easy. At times you wish you could get us every day, but Charlie, man for work. So we have to go to work, come back. At times you go to work, we come back again later in the night, not from work. You go home and there are a lot of issues, but we have to make it work for you. And also to the CEO of Radio Top Africa, the founder of Top Africa, Desmond John Beddy. We say thank you very much for the vision. We appreciate what you've done so much, and we know that we are going to carry the vision. Even when you are not around, when you are not here in Europe with us, we'll carry the vision, and you'll be way back home, you'll be watching us, and you'll be enjoying our shows. Thank you very much. And there is this woman who has made an impact since joining radio. Wherever she is, let me thank her. She's Dr. Araba Amu Eidu. She has made a great impact since joining us the middle of the year. And hey, Dr. Araba has done a yeoman's job. She has impacted most lives. Even my life, she has impacted a lot.
Doctor.
Araba Amu
Araba. Doctor.
Dr. Araba, you have fans. You have fans, brutal.
I threw my heart give
Dr. Araba, you have fans, pa. You have fans, pa.
Doctor.
And thank you very much, Dr. Araba.
Doctor.
Your fans is
Doctor. Araba. What did you say?
And to the Araba Amu Eidu.
Amu Eidu.
Doctor.
Yeah, and to the rest of the team.
Araba. Nah.
Sita the station manager.
Women because my wife is a Fanti. So
okay.
Sita, are you saying Sita?
Sita the station manager.
Greetings to him wherever he is.
Sita wherever you are.
Yeah, big boss.
Yeah, we send him our greetings.
Amma Edem Tamaklo.
Sure.
Greetings to you wherever you are. Yeah. Nadia. Greetings to you wherever you are. Sita says that great work. Sita Abdul Khalid.
Oh, okay.
Charlie, I will come right here. Make no worry. Thanks to everybody. Dr. This is from Scarecrow. Okay, he also thanks everybody. He shared to those ones, and it's great. It's great. Thanks to everybody. At times when you are saying goodbye, it's emotional, but you have to. Saying goodbye doesn't mean that we are not coming to radio again. We'll be coming to radio again throughout, but we wouldn't have these breakfast shows again before next year. Till next year, sorry.
But still, I want to greet Doctor. Araba. Doctor. The doctor is around like 10. Dr. Araba. Amu Eidu. So such a well composed woman, very respectful, very demure.
All right,
Doctor, wherever you are, I send you my greetings.
Araba,
enjoy your weekends.
Araba, you have
Doctor.
And Radio Top Africa, you are so fortunate that we have two doctors.
Yes.
We have Dr. Araba Amu Eidu, and we have Dr. Amma Edem Thamaklo.
Yes.
Who is a doctor by profession also, a doctor in oncology.
So,
and Dr. Araba is a doctor in engineering. who is also
Doctor,
doing
doctor.
extremely well.
Wow.
Araba.
So we have three doctors.
Edu.
One is unconfirmed. 3 doctors.
Civil engineering or
Civil engineer,
Yeah, I don't know. Unless I ask her.
Doctor.
Yeah,
We
but
have 3
we have to
doctors.
know, yeah.
3 doctors. One is unconfirmed. We'll confirm it very soon. But he's also a doctor. But we'll confirm it very soon. So we have 3 doctors. and
Doctor.
We have 2 who has master's degree with us, and we have a professor, Professor Hayford, Charlie Prof in Dutch. Amen.
Yeah.
The guy, when you write Dutch self, you know write down well. He goes secular and tell you, say this area will be wrong language.
Doctor. Araba.
This is Prof.
So that
Prof. Hayford.
That's Prof. Hayford. He knows the language like anything,
Yeah.
and he knows all the corners that you can get.
It's good.
Everything.
It's good to do.
So Radio Top Africa, Charlie, we are blessed though.
I don't know why when I say doctor, then producer will be like,
He loves the way he says it.
Then doctor.
We are blessed though. Top Africa, we are so
Araba,
blessed.
Amo,
If
baby.
you are out there and you want to join the team, come around and join the team. And trust me, you will enjoy us. We are just free, open, and very enjoyable. So come around, join the team, and you enjoy it. And greetings to my dear, lovely sister, Joyce Gijomensa. Joyce Gijomensa. Joyce Gijomensa, welcome back home. Welcome back to Germany. We'll see her very soon. Not this year, but next year. Her show takes off. And it will be powerful. Thanks to everybody who made it a success for 2025. We are out of your way, and I still remain your servant, Otabel Jr. We'll come back again.
Doctor.
Follow, share, subscribe to Radio Top Africa
Follow us
on all social media platforms.
Subscribe to Radio Top Africa on Facebook, Radio Top Africa on YouTube, Radio Top Africa on TikTok, and Radio Top Africa on Instagram.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel Radio Top Africa.
Subscribe to our TikTok channel Radio Top Africa.
Subscribe to our Facebook page Radio Top Africa.
Subscribe to our Instagram Radio Top Africa. Subscribe to our X Radio Top Africa. Follow, share, subscribe to Radio Top Africa
Follow us
on all social media platforms.
Subscribe to Radio Top Africa on Facebook, Radio Top Africa on YouTube, Radio Top Africa on TikTok, and Radio Top Africa on Instagram.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel Radio Top Africa.
Subscribe to our TikTok channel Radio Top Africa.
Subscribe to our Facebook page Radio Top Africa.
Subscribe to our Instagram Radio Top Africa. Subscribe to our X Radio Top Africa.
Hello, folks. This is Otabel Jr.
My name is Osei Kojo.
This is Ashile from Top Africa.
You know what time it is. It's your boy Isaac Gordon Jr.
Hey, Van Diamond on head and begins. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about. It's time once again.
As you know, Radio Top Africa as an entity is organizing one of the best night programs that we call it the Top DJs Night in Hamburg.
Greetings from Hamburg. My name is Teresa Edu from Aquaba Travel and Tours Hamburg. If you want holiday packages, you are free to come to our office. If you want tickets all over the world, our ticket sales is global. You can also follow on us for visa services, and for our Ghanaian fellows, you can apply Ghana passports here in our office, Vansbecker to say 15C. We are at the U-Bahn station, Vatinal. You can also reach us per telephone +49 176 416 27723. Email us at info@aquaba-tours.com. Visit our website www.aquabatravelandtours.com. Thank you.
Subscribe to Radio Top Africa
Follow us
on all social media platforms.
Subscribe to Radio Top Africa on Facebook, Radio Top Africa on YouTube, Radio Top Africa on TikTok, and Radio Top Africa on Instagram.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel Radio Top Africa.
Subscribe to our TikTok channel Radio Top Africa.
Subscribe to our Facebook page Radio Top Africa.
Subscribe to our Instagram Radio Top Africa. Subscribe to our X Radio Top Africa.